Hello and welcome back to Gon With The Wind, episode 11 or 12. I think it's 11.
I don't even know at this point. I haven't been keeping track since like the first episode.
We checked last time. This time I'm not going to check. So I think it's 11 or 12.
Okay,
yeah,
I trust you.
Yeah, this is the Rooflemonger and this is
Babe Roofless.
And yeah, here we are back again, and we got a pretty big stretch of episodes we're going to go through here. Episodes 64 through 71.
71, yeah. A lot of like plot happening.
This adventures, yeah, and here in Hunterland. Actually, I will say this is actually some of my favorite episodes so far, this whole stretch. So we got a lot of cool stuff to talk about. A lot of weird tangents I'm sure we're going to go on. But beforehand, just because we usually talk business and what's going on here. So, the Marvel Tokon beta just ended. Did you get to play any of that?
Actually, I did not because I was out this weekend at a anime convention, actually. So I didn't have the chance to play, and then I had to watch all the episodes of Hunter x Hunter for this podcast. So it took me a while to get all that
Fair enough. You did have content creator privilege, though.
No,
did you not get to skip the line at Evo?
Well, no, actually, that's true. Thanks to you.
Yes, content creator.
Okay,
so people bitch at me about content creator privilege. This person right here skipped the 4-hour line at Evo and got to play twice as long as everybody else.
That's true. I got to play for 20 minutes, and I was like helping capture footage in the background and also playing. So, okay, yes,
get mad at me. Look at the real criminals get by on this here.
The one little tiny privilege I got because of you, because you could have also just picked anybody you knew to have gone with you, and it didn't have to be me.
I could have, but I also need competent people.
Well, thank you. That's very flattering of you to say. But I didn't get any sort of privilege not that I need it, but like I didn't get any sort of privilege at this anime convention. I'm just some schlub down there, which is honestly the way I can't. Anyways,
extend the aura to get you whatever. Like I can't get you exclusive interviews with the head of esports of Arc System Works after the gameplay session like we did at Evo. Yeah, and by interview, I do mean hyper casual conversation.
I mean, listen, that's more than most people can say. So casual conversation, hyper interview, casual conversations can lead to hyper interviews down the line. So you're doing all the right moves, basically, is what I'm saying.
But yeah, so Tokon Bay was fun. If you want to check my thoughts, it's all on the main Rooflemonger YouTube channel. I like it. We got to play for like a day, which is nothing. And of course, everyone's like, game solved. We know everything. And like, the game's bad. And like, of course, no, you don't know shit. You don't know the first thing. And like, it just happens every time. It just
wait. Are people really saying that it's bad?
It's like, no, we already solved the game. And like, we know everything. And like, the game doesn't have any depth. And this happens every time. And you're wrong every time. And like, I've been through this cycle I'm so over it. So over it, you know, like, because I'm gonna have to do this for every game for the rest of my life, you know, like say like this is like 4 or 5 years down the road and it's like Street Fighter 7's out. No, it's Street Fighter 7. Let's say it's Street Fighter 8. So I'm like in my 50s at this point, right? I'm still here doing this. And it's like, I don't know, Street Fighter 7 just seems dumbed down for or Street Fighter 8 seems dumbed down for babies. And like, you know, everyone has Blanka balls as a resource for some reason. Your Blanka ball is just too easy to use. There's no depth to it. Like, just trust in the process, kids. Like,
yes, it's way too early to be saying anything about that game. And that's also kind of why I prefer to make content on games that have been out for like 20 years. Yeah. That way I don't have to deal with that kind of shit. But
yeah, and
gotta keep it relevant.
Yeah, but we did that, and we'll get to play Tokon again in like 3 to 6 months. I don't know. It's gonna be a while. And 2XKO is tomorrow, and if I do this correctly, if you're watching this when I put up, it's probably up today. Sort of. Like kind of, but not really, but yes. Because it's a closed beta.
Will be up in some form. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's closed beta, but they're never turning the beta off till the game's out. So it'll just one day be 1.0.
Mm-hmm.
So it's out, but it's not, but it is, but it's not.
And you got to get it out ASAP.
And yeah, so
per the usual schedule. So
I'll upload this.
Gone.
Yeah, I'll upload this and then immediately start working on all the usual 2XKO guides, videos, and all that. And then when it's out for real, then I'll have to remake all those same videos.
Wait, remind me again. Like, were you a big League player?
Yes, I have thousands of hours of League
Oh,
under my
okay,
belt.
got it. Okay,
It was
so you are
back
not
in
new
the
to these
day.
characters.
Back in the day. The character that was about to come out when I started playing League was Misfortune.
Oh wow.
So like I
Okay,
remember
so
they're
this is a very
advertising
long time
Misfortune
ago.
coming out soon. And I played, what was the last character? Death of the Podcast, but I remember I looked at this once here. League.
Misfortune, she's like the pirate lady, pink hair. Yes, red
Yeah,
hair.
she's like the sexy pirate lady.
Yeah, sexy pirate. I've definitely seen people cosplay her.
Order of release.
I remember being in college and people like playing League and getting very big into it, but for better or for worse, I never did. Obviously, I know like the popular characters like Ari, and I know all the KDA characters,
Yeah, like
but
I still
besides
kept up
that,
over the years in that like I follow along. Like I know the characters at launch, but I'm just looking here. What's the last character that came out when like the last one I remember before I stopped playing?
mm,
It was I think it was Jin. So that's
I don't
about
think
when
I
I
know
stopped
that
playing was when Jin came out. And I've taken breaks in between every now and then.
character.
But he's the last character I can remember actively. Like I was still playing to a degree, and he came out. So Misfortune to Jin, however long that is.
Okay, and I'm assuming you like playing the big tanky characters.
In my group, we usually play with like I'll just say like my most noted character is Nidalee. I usually prefer playing support because I hate playing team games. Support is the most win the game by yourself character. Like you have the
Fair
most
enough.
influence on the game if you're support.
Right, right.
And there was a good time when Nidalee was support and hard carry because she was sort of busted for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would heal you for 1,000, then throw a spear for 1,000. You know?
Okay, that's pretty cool. It's kind of like that meme with like Mercy with the gun or whatever.
Basically, yeah. That's kind of what I do. Like when I played Marvel Rivals, I played a lot of Mantis because Mantis I would top the heals and top DPS. Like I need to do both.
Okay.
I need to keep you idiots from dying because I don't respect you as human beings because you're holding me back, and I also need the top damage.
I was gonna say that's why you're a fighting game player because you
Yeah,
hate
like
team
I
games.
can't do teams. I just need me. Like the whole 2-player thing in 2XKO is like
Mhm.
the least attractive part of the game to me. And
Hey, a lot of people say that's the most fun aspect.
I
for
know,
them.
and like that's what like to be honest, like that's what Riot keeps trying to sell me on. And like
Mhm.
I'm like it's great for people who want to do it. Thumbs up. I'm not that guy.
So is like the 2v2 gonna be like an official format
Oh
of
yeah, that's what
play?
they
Like
want
we're
to
gonna
sell
have.
the game on. Like
Okay, I see.
and like I just
That'll be interesting.
not for me. Like
That'll be a really interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
I'm
I'll.
sure my friends will
Yeah.
force me to like carry them in ranked for their benefit, but
I would also like to be carried and ranked because
yeah.
I'm not as good, but you know, I'm sure I'll play it and I'll get used to the controls and then I'll be fine. I just need
Yeah.
to dedicate some time to it. But my problem is I can never sit down and actually dedicate enough time to a game to actually like really get good. I mean, the closest I've gotten to that is Tekken, and I think I am purple rank in
Wow, what's
that
that?
question
I can't
mark.
remember.
I don't even
I
I
remember
don't
the
even
colors
really
matter. I just can't
remember.
remember which is which.
Yeah, it's like light blue,
To be all the way real
green.
with you, the last time I put any time into Tekken is like when Lydia came out. Like I fell
Okay,
off
that's a
before
while
even
ago,
season
actually.
2 cratered the game.
Yeah, I was like, that was a while ago. Well, I mean, not like the ranks have changed, so I think like purple is like, I don't know. I feel like
It's up there,
it's
I
good enough.
think.
It's good enough.
It's good enough.
Yeah,
It's good enough.
it's good enough. It's like intermediate maybe,
Yeah.
but it's definitely not like I'm Tekken God or whatever. I
Yeah,
just
not
am
Tekken
not
Lord
willing to
Supreme
put
or
in that
whatever
kind of
that
time.
rank is.
Yeah, there's like 500 titles, and then I think they added titles too.
Yeah, they added like a new ranking on top of that, like an extra
Yeah.
super, like a legend
And
rank,
then
effectively.
exactly. And
Yeah,
then I think in like Street Fighter, I'm like platinum something. So I don't even know. I haven't
that's
even played
that's
that
not
in a
the
hot
worst
minute
of like
either.
by the normal human scale.
Yes,
Because like
exactly.
for
A
me, it's like, are
normal
you not?
human
If you're
level
not
of
at least
skill.
1900 MR, like get out of here, like But I'm a
Yeah,
weird sicko, so like it's different for me.
it's interesting because like I feel like I always try to preface like conversations like that by saying I'm super casual so that people don't have that expectation of me, but I do know there are other content creators that actively just like don't enter tournaments anymore because
I
they
know.
get a lot of that. So,
Yeah, like
I mean, but you got appointments. You got to get paid. So that's
yeah,
very
well
different.
that too. I do enter tournaments when I go to like stuff like Evo. The last 3 years in a row, I've had to drop out of every tournament because do I do an appointment that I can make videos for that pays my rent, or do I go like if I'm lucky get out of pools then die to like go Ichi or something like that? You know, like
Right. Oh, you can get your free
that's
Chipotle
my
card.
problem. In the grand scheme of things, am I in the top 1% in the world? Absolutely.
Mm.
But then when you take that top 1% and stretch that out, that's where I start falling short real quick, you know, like.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, there's top 1%, and then there's the top point zero point
Yeah,
zero one
exactly.
percent that can actually make money as a competitive player. So,
Like the strongest I ever was competitively was MKX. And like I've beaten a lot of Evo like famous people, you know, people top 8 tournaments all around the world in MKX. That was a long time ago and I can't put the same time into it anymore. So
yeah, I feel it, especially not when you're not on that content grind and,
no.
you know, you're getting paid to do these videos. So,
Making video like my brain is what's worth it. People tune in because I got the good smarts on that stuff.
yeah, you got the smarts, you got the tech. Like, I've watched
Yeah.
your videos on Street Fighter 6, Choose Your Main, and like, I also watched, to be frank, like, I watched other content creators' videos as well, and I was like, you need to dumb it down for me because I do not understand what you are explaining.
I
So
find
then
a lot of
went
people
and
that
watched your
it's it's the thing you got to sneak because I know a lot of people are good
Right.
enough to do this kind of stuff, but
Oh,
you
for
have to
sure.
present it in a way the
Yes.
everyman. Because like you know,
Exactly.
every now and then I'll have some guy like, well, the guide you made is not good enough for me, and like okay, and like oh, so you're 2100 MR? Like no, like if you're 2100 MR, why the fuck would you need a guide? Like you don't need a guide if you're 2100 MR, bud. Like you're
Right.
good. The guide's not
Exactly.
for you, you know, like.
Go watch some professional gameplay footage, all right? Go
Yeah,
analyze your
well, if you're
gameplay, you
2100
know?
MR, you're the one getting highlighted in the videos.
Right.
So, like, no, not like the guide is for the other 99% of players. Like, I try to make a guide that'll take you from like nothing to intermediate. That's generally the
Yeah.
goal, right?
And that has worked out for me fabulously.
Mm.
So, and clearly those videos tend to do pretty well. So,
Yeah, like
seems
it's
to be
very telling. I'm
resonating.
the only one who can do this because you
Yeah,
need to
they're
be able to
also
present it.
right. It's also a crap ton of work, but more so than that, like yeah, you have to be able to communicate it effectively.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
and to be
people
fair,
are just
when I say
gonna
I'm the only one who can do
click.
this, like I'm obviously not the only one. There's been so many good guides over the years, right?
Mhm.
I mean this in the context of like I'm the only one who can do this as consistently and over such a wide number of games. You know, like there's some
That's
really
definitely
banger
true.
guides out there that like, you know, it's for a hyper specific audience.
Mhm.
It'll get 2,000 views, and the gentleman or gentlelady that makes the video, like that's the game they know. I gotta
Right.
know every game, right? Like that's the
Right.
job.
No, but you also like as a creator, like you kind of have to once your living depends on it, you kind of have to choose what you do work on and what you don't work on. And like if something's going, you know something's gonna get 2,000 views, or you know something's gonna get 100,000 views.
You pick the one with 100,000
Unfortunately,
views.
you pick the one with 100,000 views.
Like there
I'm
are videos I do sometimes where like I know financially it's not worth the time and money. Like a lot of the
Mhm,
Virtual Fighter 5 guides when Revo came out, right?
mhm,
A lot of those guides, like the Sarah guide, the Wolf guide, Vanessa guide, like in terms of cost to time, complete waste of my time. Like
right.
pennies per hour invested. But I wanted to because I realize I'm in a weird position that like I'm like the one guy who could do that, you know?
Mhm,
Like, how many English language people actually know Vanessa that well?
mhm.
10? You know? And how many of them
Right,
are on YouTube? 2? You know,
right.
like, so like sometimes when I know, even if it's not going to make me a dime, like if I know I'm the only one who can really put this to the people, I'll
Mhm.
do it.
I mean, that's fair. Like when I make stage videos, like I don't expect them to do as well. And also other people can do it. Like and other people have done it. So like I don't expect that to be but I don't expect them to do well. I do it because I like to, not because I'm
Yeah.
like the
You got to
only
make the
one on
videos you
earth
like
that
every
can
now and then.
create this content. Exactly, exactly. And then sometimes I make a video and I'm like, okay, yeah, I can tell this one's probably gonna do better.
Sometimes you
A
have
lot
an
of
idea. Sometimes, like,
yes.
sometimes you know you got a banger, and then sometimes it'll surprise you. Like,
It'll sneak up on you sometimes, yeah.
there's always that one video. I think I've complained about to you directly once. I resent this video. Like, let me check the numbers here, just so I can get you an accurate.
Oh, the one with the cutscene.
No, there's that one. There's that one too. That one got over 1 million views, by the way.
Oh shit! All right.
That's on. Actually, that's on this channel.
That was the Guilty Gear one, right?
Yeah, that's on Rooflemonger Clips. If you go to popular, this has 1.3 million views. Actually, this is my most popular video of all time, technically. And I just stole a cutscene from Guilty Gear story because I thought it was funny.
That is crazy.
You know? And that's my best video. Like, I have the other video. Okay, let me go to actual Rooflemonger 1 second. Oh, this is weird. That's actually weird. I don't see this page from, like, not the main page perspective normally. Mm. This is not how I see this page because I'm logged into Rooflemonger Clips right now. So, like, I see
seeing it from the perspective of other people.
Yeah, and so I see this, like, out in front, right? But, like, I have 3 videos over 1 million views, which is a big blessing.
Mm-hmm.
No, I remember someone told me once, yeah, I was the only person they saw that could put out multiple 2-hour videos, get over 1 million views, and I'm like, about conspiracy theories. You know? Like, who's gonna watch a 2-hour video 1 million times, and it's not about, like, aliens killed JFK or something like that. And turns out I got the gift, but
I mean, that's kind of a compliment in a way.
But yeah, so, like, these videos kill me to make versus 5 minutes to cut and rip the cutscene and slap it up, and it's my best video of all time.
Well, that's how the internet works, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes, sometimes you absolutely have no clue, but I would say most of the time it's
usually you
like,
got a good idea.
Those are the freak occurrences where it really pops off like that. Generally, I'm able to tell. And actually, the guest character video that I released a while ago, initially it was kind of like slower, but actually it's been picking up on views. So that one was kind of like a pleasant surprise.
Sometimes you get like a slow burn video, right?
Yeah, that's like, definitely a slow burn type.
I'm gonna go back to the main Rooflemonger channel. I had one at the time didn't do bad, but like I never thought much of it. It's in the it's in the lore playlist. This video right here, the one fighting game boss who is a good person. This is about Antonov in KOF 14.
Ah,
and it's got 192,000 views.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, that's pretty okay. Like, I'll take that any day of the week, right? And at the time, like usually after the first week, a video runs its course. And it had like 25,000 views. I'm like, okay, I'm happy with that, right? Yeah, and eventually, like one day, 6 months later, I looked at it. Then it was like over 100,000 views. I'm like, wow, okay. Because, like, spoiler for those at home, if you don't do the YouTube game, the vids over 100,000 views are the ones that pay the bills.
Yeah, they make a lot of money.
Because it's not exponential. Or it is exponential, rather. 10,000 view videos will make less money than one 100,000 view video. And by quite a bit.
Yes, agreed. I mean, I've only had a few videos break over 100,000, but like I don't do this for a living. But like the ones that did, I was like, oh, that is like, it's not in the grand scheme of things. Is it a ton of money? Yeah, probably not. It's not even like a month's of rent. But
yeah, see, like I work through volume.
One video, that's a lot.
Yeah. Like, if I had your schedule for YouTube releases, because you do it for fun, right? Like then I wouldn't be able to live off what I do. Like I gotta have video like almost every day.
That's fair. Yeah. That's totally fair. Yes, and you're working with volume, but also quality. So, but then
the volume is there to keep people interested, so there's stuff consistently, and then the occasional video that's the banger is like what pays the bills.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not like they're flying you out to Saudi Arabia, so
I don't got none of that. So I get accused of it often that I get the Saudi money. I don't got it. I've never even been offered it to that point. So I'm not like a moral paragon or either like, I've never been like, I'm not on the radar for that. Like,
which is shocking to me, but I mean, I don't make the rules, so
like I've thought about it and like, I just don't know if I ever confronted it and it's like, and they give me like $10,000, like shit, I don't know, probably like, I can't say no to $10,000. Like I'm just a regular, like I've said it before, like I used to make more money when I worked security. Like this is not a high paying job. So like if they came with me like $10,000 to like do 2 days work at an event, probably, I don't know. I'm not made of stone. Like
Yeah, I mean, like $10,000 is not life-changing amount of money, but it's very significant.
it's a good chunk of what I would make in a year for like 2 days work. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I guess like for me, I don't know. Actually. I don't know what I would do if I'm presented with that position until it happens, I guess.
Yeah, like people like once again know all the money in that. Like, there's no fucking money. Like other than that Saudi money. Like I keep telling people, other like okay, there's a specific thing I can't say just yet. It's coming soon, but up until this hyper specific thing, the only time I've ever gotten money from one of the big fighting game companies was Warner Brothers. And I go, no, not even more. It was for multiverses. Multiverses.
Wow. Okay, that's random.
Yeah. And like people people know I love NetherRealm games, right? So it wasn't even. Excuse me, I take ups because I got my drink, but it was for multiverse. It wasn't even for Mortal Kombat. That's the only time I've ever been paid for a fighting game from one of the major companies. That's it, ever, for all the years I've done this.
Have you ever considered, like, now that I think about it, have you ever considered doing like a sponsorship or like making merch or anything like that? Because
I did merch for a while. Like it wasn't really worth it. It was more for just for fun. Like sometimes I do get sent merch. Like no, I don't. It's not going to show up on here. Over there, I got some Street Fighter Gill shoes. Like it's a red shoe and a blue shoe.
Wait, I kind of want to. Okay, no, I'm not gonna make you go up and get it.
Yeah, so I'd have to dig it out, but like it's somewhere over there. But like so I guess that has like a monetary value of $70 maybe. So that's and like they just sent it to me. Like it was never like I had to talk about it or made a video. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know. I have a Street Fighter keychain somewhere. I got that for free. This wasn't from one of the Red Bull gave me this. I have a little Street Fighter 2 Red Bull Kumite cabinet.
That's awesome, actually.
And this is a functional Street Fighter 2, by the way. Like this
will I have a couple of those. I have a couple of those mini consoles.
Yeah. So so that's not even Capcom. Red Bull sent me that.
Right.
So like I get the odd thing, but like I don't know. A lot of people have a very oversized idea of how this works. And like,
right, they think you're a superstar. That Capcom's coming up to you and they're like, "All hail Rooflemonger."
I would love it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I hope for the day that could be true. Like, my biggest personal wins are like if I reach out to somebody and they respond back to me in 5 days. That's a victory for me. So like, it's not like I show up like, I'm the content creator. You pigs who merely make the game. I put you on the, like famously everyone knows I saved the Marvel Tokon beta. I told Sony, you fucked up. You didn't let me in the game. You didn't let me in the fucking game. I'll kill your game. And they're like, sorry, Rooflemonger. We're going to let you and everybody else in the game. And I'm like, that's right, pig. You go to the trough. You beg for forgiveness, Sony. And so
let you in, and then everyone clapped.
Yes, exactly, and everyone clapped, right? So, so everyone knows I saved Marvel Tokon, and my saving of Marvel Tokon is in perpetuity. So even 3 years from now, I have saved Marvel Tokon. But yeah, like very outsized, very. By the way, I saw that Reddit thread, guys. Okay, Rooflemonger has the privilege. He thinks he tells Sony what. Like, are you guys that stupid? Like, I even wrote it as like the most obvious joke of all time. But the average Redditor is of such below average intelligence, I guess. So whatever, have fun with that. I got like a couple thousand likes making fun of you guys on Twitter. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess what have I gotten? Like I've gotten some, like as part of the Capcom Creators Program, I've gotten some like free.
As part of the Capcom Creator, I have some Monster Hunter stuff.
Oh, okay. I got
famous
a Monster Hunter
content creator Rooflemonger. I have like a Monster Hunter amiibo.
Yeah, I got one too, and I was like, I don't play Monster Hunter, but like, it's cool.
Like I'm not gonna say no, and like I appreciate the effort, right? I sincerely like it feels nice. It does make you feel special, but it's not making me make a Monster Hunter video. They didn't buy me with a fucking amiibo, Like, thank you very much. I think I have it there. I'm pointing here like you can fucking see. You can't see that. I'm pointing to the thing no one can see. But I have a shelf over there vaguely that has a bunch of amiibos on it. Right? So like it's on that shelf.
I did the exact same thing with mine. I have one of those IKEA glass shelves,
Yeah.
and I like slotted it there next to all the other amiibos.
Yeah, like, on that shelf is like
yeah,
the top shelf
great.
is a bunch of amiibos and like small little ditties, and the bottom shelf is a bunch of unsorted magic cards.
Yes, I know. I've started going down the magic rabbit hole, and I'm just like, oh my god, this card is $80, but the Miku card looks so cool. It's only $20, and then you rationalize it like,
yeah,
it's
like
only
we talked
$20.
about this last podcast, but like it's not just like the card, like because the card stuff's been there forever, but now that they're bringing in Miku cards, right? We just talked about it off camera, but like the Baldur's Gate stuff.
Yes.
And like where is it? Like I have Karlach in my one deck, but it wasn't the Secret Lair Karlach. The Secret Lair Karlach costs a lot more money because it has very specific art and it's a rare print of the card.
Right.
So
yeah, I've learned recently that it's less about the useful cards can be expensive, but it's more so about the rarity of the print.
No, usefulness almost has nothing to do with it. Like there's a whole arc in the episodes we're about to talk about where like I have a very specific magic because they're selling uncommons for rares, but they're auto include uncommon. They're must have uncommons, and like they're not hard to. Well, they're just annoying enough to get. People are willing to give higher rarities for them, right? So like, and that's very much a thing in Magic. Like, every deck will have Path to Exile or Swords to Plowshares, and like,
interesting.
You'll have them in 5 decks, but now you're building your 6th deck. Oh, I don't have 6 of them. And then someone's gonna like, you need another one, right? Well, normally it's like $2, $3. Oh, and you want the fancy one. Because like, I have a specific Swords to Plowshares I need.
Yeah, I really enjoyed a lot of these episodes. Like, I know the Greed Island arc is not everyone's cup of tea, but I really enjoy them going in depth on the mechanics of how it works. So
here you can see all the printings of Swords to Plowshares. And like, I think this is Final Fantasy 14 one.
Ooh.
So you can see, it's a very common card. There's a million arts for it.
Yeah,
right?
I was going to say this.
Like, there's a Fallout one. That's the original art from back in the day. I know people like this art.
It's so easy for them to just make all these designs too, because all you got to do is like get their, well, okay, not so easy, but like you just have to get the company's permission, hire an artist to do it. Wham, you can print out however many copies you want.
I need the Ice Age Swords to Plowshares. I won't accept anything other than an Ice Age Swords to Plowshares. Because I love the art. I think the art is beautiful. And I started playing right before Ice Age came out. So this is my Swords to Plowshares.
Okay.
Fuck like every other version that came out since, right?
Yeah, I see.
The same thing with like Counterspell. I need the Ice Age Counterspell.
Okay, so how expensive are these Ice Age cards?
Ice Age is going for $10 American. And like you can see here, other printings like can be $2.
I mean, like when you say $10, I'm like, that's not like too bad. Yeah. But then they really starts to add up when you realize.
Well, like, here's Counterspell for $1, right? Here's Counterspell for $500.
Oh.
Because it's the thing, right? And like, they have it like they'll print a new name, but it's actually Counterspell. So like, this is for the Final Fantasy set. And I do remember the Ice Age Counterspell. I'm trying to find it here. Counterspell's been reprinted a lot of times. I love this one too, by the way. I think this is really
gorgeous. Good. Super gorgeous. Yeah, the Miku
Ice Age, this is the reprint, but Ice Age Counterspell had the sexy lady on it. And so like that one was near and dear to me.
I mean, the art looks fantastic.
And because especially back in the day, like sexy ladies on the card was a lot rarer, right? Because most cards were made just by traditional artists before Magic went mainstream.
Right. And they started doing all these collabs.
Yeah. And so like
I don't know, is it mainstream though?
It's the most popular it's ever been right now. So
okay.
And it's been around for like
fair enough.
Over 30 years. So
yeah, I mean if you and I'm getting into it now.
If you got Hatsune Miku'd, you are part of the problem.
Well, I haven't got it yet, but I was looking at the prices of
I
some
know,
of
but
those cards on
now you're
eBay.
in the ecosystem, right? So
I am, and I love Vocaloid. Like it's been something I've listened to since middle school. So that's how they get you, man. That's how they get
yeah,
you.
that's how they
They
get
bring in
you. Like
SpongeBob cards,
that's
and then
why
they
I bought
bring
all those
in
Final Fantasy sets. I spent too much money on that because like that was it for me, right?
yeah,
And I'm
bought the TV set.
probably gonna spend more than I should on that Spider-Man set. Whereas I'm trying to find.
Yeah,
I know what a vocal. I know what a Vocaloid is. I do.
yeah.
But
So it's like I mean, Miku is like the
when you say the
main
word, I
Vocaloid.
think this.
Ah, oh, the little I
The
forget what they're
Kirby
called, but
saxophones.
yeah, but the little like ball note shaped things that you can play that they
Yeah, it
sell
was
in
like
Japan.
wah, 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 like
There's
those.
definitely a there's definitely a Miku version of that I've
Yeah.
seen.
And like yeah, so I know I know Vocaloid and all that, but like I just think that because the term is and now that's not even anything special because like VTubers like that was sort of like the prototype for like a fake a fake idol, but now we have real fake idols.
Yeah, so it's interesting because like you had like artists creating music with like different Vocaloid music banks like Miku,
Yeah.
and then you had like people on the Japanese version of YouTube called Nico Nico Duga, called Utaioids or something like I don't remember the exact name, but like people who would do covers specifically of Vocaloid songs, and then they have like a little anime character, usually like as their profile picture. Then you had some of those people actually go on to become like real J-pop artists. Like there's a one
Yeah, so
artist
like
called Real, yeah, who like actually went on to become a real J-pop artist.
yeah.
And then yeah, now you have like VTubing, which is also a thing. So
So
it's like
it's all
evolving.
like I get it all. I'm not so old and out of touch. I don't get it because I do get it. But like I've seen like the one concert thing of like a guy's like a VTuber singer, and like he's just like a PNG tuber or some shit, and he has like his he's going like and singing, and then he goes and like the hair comes up and the girl starts screaming and stuff, and like I don't know, like maybe that's one step too far for me.
I've actually never been able to really get into VTubing. Like I had many friends suggest that I watch certain VTubers like Iron Mouse and things like that, but I don't know. Something about it just like never caught my attention. Vocaloid, however, like that's been something I've been into
I
since
get the appeal,
middle
yeah, just
school. So you know.
I'm weird because I just like I've talked about Perry Caravello before on an older stream. That's like kind of the only thing I watch. Like I don't watch other people's stuff. Like I do watch other, like I'll watch a Lord Knight video every now and then, or like some other content like Diaphone. But like I don't religiously just watch content creators, if you will.
Fair. You don't watch Babe Ruthless content?
I watch your
offended.
videos. I watch your videos, but like you don't have the schedule too. Like you're
No,
not
I
a
don't.
tune in every day kind of person.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so Vocaloid's pretty cool. But anyways, so like yeah, magic is I've gone down the magic rabbit hole, send help.
Yeah. And we both have a mutual friend who is poisonous for putting magic ideas in your system.
Oh yeah, I've bought cards from him, and he sells them at like he sells them at market rate. He's not upcharging, so I'm like, okay.
There's a
that's,
story
like,
I cannot tell. Like I can allude to it. I can't. There's been certain cards in Magic that have been banned over the years, and not banned for like what the rules of the game. Like banned on like moralistic issues.
Okay, I think I actually either remember you mentioning this before, or okay, yeah.
And I had to smuggle one of those cards over international borders to bring it to our mutual friend.
Oh man, you must have loved that.
It's his favorite card of all time, I'm pretty sure. But
oh my god, yeah. You two have what I'll say similar internet personas.
Yeah, we're kind of like a Balkan Skull kind of deal, like.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say so. I would say so. Definitely. I mean, just based on like the guy you mentioned, you literally just said his name, but like the guy who has crazy anger issues on stream. I'm just like, it takes a very specific type of person to watch that type of content, because I look at his videos and I just like, first of all, I get huge secondhand embarrassment. Like you sent me one video.
Yeah, that's the thing. But like for that guy I watched, like I've been watching him for years and years and years. And the whole joke of it is You just tell him the same thing over and over, and he gets just as mad every time, and it's just as funny every time. So like,
that takes a specific type of person, because one of my friends, like I don't know, she likes to prank call or whatever.
Yeah.
And every single time, like every single con I go to with her, she like calls up like Outback Steakhouse, and then she says like she asks for like a sloppy steak with water or whatever. It's like a reference to some show.
I think you should leave. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a reference to I think you should leave, and then like I just have to leave the room because I'm like,
no, that's the thing. Like,
I can't witness this.
I have like, I know what I can show my friends where like you understand me. Versus like the stuff I would like that specific person, right? I would never show a normal human being. Like if we're just talking, like if we're just showing each other, I would never. No. You will think so much less of me if I show you the real me. You know, like
right, the Gooner version unleashed.
Well, not Goon. That's Harry's the Gooner.
Okay.
Harry's the Gooner.
Okay. That's a very specific word. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a word these days. You got to watch out because that used to mean something else. Like that used to mean on the internet, if you're the Goon, you're from something awful forms.
Right. I think nowadays, like the way I use it is the way I understand it is like it refers to anybody who's like kind of trolling on the internet. I guess like troll would be.
You have a very different idea of what most people would publicly use that word for.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough. I haven't been on the internet enough. I don't know if you noticed. I only go on Twitter like a few times a week. Like
well,
I like
the more modern perception of that is I cannot say this in a way that I just have to say it, is you're addicted to jerking off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a very different.
Yeah, so
it's a very different interpretation.
Like you may have seen this is like might have been about a year ago now, but like that one guy who drove up to I don't even know what it was, but like a McDonald's or something, and he was like pants were off.
I remember that, and then he like committed or
he committed the anti-YouTube word.
Yeah.
Yes. And then people were saying that was like the goonerol. Like they had a goonerol for him outside that building.
Oh,
because he was so addicted to the gooning cause that once he was exposed, he took his words that I can't say on YouTube.
Okay, well, I don't want you to be associated with that kind of guy. Maybe I'm getting confused with goof. Like
yes, you could be a goof. You're a goofy guy, but if you're a gooner, that's a very different brand.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not chronically online enough. Like I actually hang out. I have a social life.
That's to your credit.
You know, I only make a YouTube video once a month, and I have a real job.
Yeah, no, it's to your credit. Like, don't like I'm from the early internet, right? And like I am unfortunately chronically online, and I come from like I come from the places you would call the dark web these days. You know, so I've been through the ringer.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to think I'm like decently. I don't know. I know what's going on the internet, but like I also don't have a TikTok, so
yeah.
I don't know.
No.
I'm behind on the times. I'm washed up.
But like a lot of people from my era are like either they're minor internet celebrities, like that's internet niche micro celebrity. Like there's another famous fighting game YouTuber that's from my distinct old corner of the woods, which I won't name just for their benefit. Because I don't want to be associated with it, I'm sure. But yeah, people from my era, either you became niche internet micro celebrity, you're in jail, or you work for the government. Like that's generally the routes it goes. From the people who started where I started from.
3 very different things.
Yeah. So it's weird. It's weird. So like I've been here for like, when I see all the new trends, I always see like, how is this going to go? And I always feel bad for the younger generation because like you're online in a way that like you don't know how to be offline. Like you never had I was born. I couldn't be online. I didn't have a computer till I was 11. You know?
Got it. Yeah,
it wasn't an option for me.
I had dial-up. So like I'm like right on the cusp of millennial and Gen Z, and so but I don't know if this is like the correct interpretation, but I consider myself to be more of a millennial because like I remember dial-up internet.
Oh, wait, we just lost for that. You said consider yourself to be more of a millennial.
Yeah, because like I remember having dial-up internet and not having smartphones, so I'm like
so I am by definition a millennial as well. There's a specific subgenre for me. In that I'm a Zennial. Because I'm on the border of Gen X and Millennial. I am a Millennial, but I'm an elder Millennial.
An elder Millennial.
Yeah.
Yes, I am on the very bottom end of a millennial.
But yeah,
or
but
top end of
but
Gen
but
Z.
we were the whole reason our generation is such a cursed generation is because we were there for the transition, you know. Versus if you're just born into the garbage that's today, like I feel kind of bad for you, like.
Yeah, I don't know. Like from what I've heard, just like the education system has kind of gone to shit.
Kids are so
Especially like
stupid these
with
days. Like
ChatGPT and stuff like that. I'm
we were
like,
blessed
okay,
because like
well,
we can go to the library. We had every tool, and then the internet came out. The internet was a tool for learning. It was the
right.
information superhighway. It was a blessing versus something that made you actively stupider, like it does now, because you just go to ChatGPT. I've never used ChatGPT in my life. I know you have for work, so I'm not holding
Yes,
that against
I
you.
have.
But like, but a lot of people don't know how to like. It was bad enough if you go 10 years ago, people needed Wikipedia for everything. But at least Wikipedia was like made by people, you know?
Right, yeah. They always told you to check your Wikipedia, like first party sources or
Yeah,
whatever. Like go down to the
like yeah, and
article,
people
like
vetted that stuff,
referencing.
right?
Yeah.
Versus now, an AI bot will tell you something and it can be wrong.
It is often very wrong, as a matter of fact. And actually, like as part of my day job, I work in marketing, and so like part of the difficulty right now that's kind of happening for Google is that like because a lot of people get the answers they need like in that AI generated summary, they actually don't click into like the first couple of page. So now like search engine optimization, like where you like try to
Yeah,
bring your
I have an
website up
example
in the
here just because
rankings. Yeah.
I think I showed you,
It's like totally
and we
fine.
made it got a little public because the AI overviews don't understand stuff sometimes. When I was trying to find a specific picture of the old NetherRealm trip I went to, right? It gave me an AI overview of Rooflemonger is the boss of Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, I remember you showing me that.
So
That's
this is now
fucking
apparently since been
crazy.
fixed because I'm using the same terms.
Mhm.
And the AI thing says now you can't take a public tour of NetherRealm Studios because they don't allow tours due to the sensitive nature of the work. While a Rooflemonger may have been invited to visit, it wasn't a public opportunity as there's no public visit. So before this said I was the boss of Mortal. It said I was Shao Kahn, and like
I know, like
probably not correct. I'm not going to say it's never going to be correct.
literally. I mean, if they can put DJs and soccer players in, why not you? So
Yeah.
I think you actually have almost as many subscribers as the guy they put into Fatal Fury. Like he, from what I remember,
Oh,
like and like
Salvatore?
don't get me wrong, yeah, Salvatore. Sorry, I blanked
Yeah.
on his name. From what I remember, he had like he has a loud fuck ton of subscribers. Like of course, but like for someone to be in a Fatal Fury game, like I mentioned
Maybe.
this in one of my videos, but like the cosplayer girl standing next to Salvatore on stage at Evo Japan, the
Yeah.
Hotaru cosplayer, she's way bigger than him. And she's not in the game. So I was like,
I don't know that
never
one
know.
song.
Might be you. Might be
I'm
you.
from Bosnia, take me to America. He's got some bangers. Like actually, I would have never
It's
have known.
if I feel like if I were like in the right setting, like maybe like a EDM concert, the music would hit. But like I was literally just listening to his music on like YouTube, and I was like, okay, it's quirky. Like the references to the music videos in his moveset, they put a lot of work into it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The music
It's
was
to be
not
real, it's
hitting
because
for
he's the
me.
prince's favorite, apparently.
Oh yeah,
Like,
of course.
you remember
I'm
how they
sure.
have that $100,000 Art of Fighting 3 tournament, which is really fucking weird? That
Yeah,
Art of Fighting
it's
3, which is not a good competitive game. Pick Weiler, you win. Or Kasumi, I guess. But like,
Mhm.
it's also the prince's favorite game. So it's getting a $100,000
I
tournament.
mean, it's not even a secret at this
Yeah.
point. It's just
But that said,
they're not
I'm
even
going to be
trying to hide it.
all the way real. All the way real. Salvatore for KOF 16. I don't give a fuck. I'm down for it.
I mean, I like the way he plays.
He's a cool character. He's a cool
Legitimately,
character.
I really like the way he plays.
No Ronaldo, but we take Ronaldo's moveset, we put that in KOF 16, and we call him Nameless. So Nameless returns, because Cronin is Cronin, right? So he's got a new name.
Mhm.
So he doesn't need to be
Right.
Nameless anymore. He's not K999 anymore, whatever. So, but Nameless now gets the Ronaldo moveset.
Okay. I mean, that could be really interesting. I do remember it being like, okay, you're trying to bring in like FIFA enjoyers into like Fatal Fury, but then you give him like a very complicated move set. That doesn't really
Yeah,
make
he's like
sense
also
to
the
me.
most complex character in that game. So like,
That you have to keep track of his spirit soccer ball
Yeah.
or
And then-
football or
and then, okay, we're gonna get to the episode talk soon. Trust me, I do have to say this. My dream is
Yeah.
we want because I fought for this I've been fighting for this since KO 14 and 13. bring the American sports team back. We need Brian Battler. We need Lucky Glauber. And we need Heavy D.
Heavy D would be dope.
And minimum, we need Brian, because Brian's a fucking all-timer character of all time. But then you do an international sports team. So we have Nameless as Ronaldo. Hinako will bring Sumo.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, somebody else will invent a new character. I don't know, get a volleyball character, some shit, right? But like, there's a way to do it. Or you American sports team, and then you just take someone out and put Hinako in it. Because Hinako already is a cultural exchange student. Because she's not Japanese, she's Russian, right?
Yeah, no.
So then she goes to America. And she brings Sumo to America. And she brings Honda's vision to life. Taking Sumo worldwide.
Okay. You know, I like that idea. And I also don't like how the American sports team kept getting constantly shafted.
Well, that's like literally the storyline is they always get beat up every year and someone takes their invite, right? So
exactly. So maybe this, hey, KOF 16, that'll be the year, because like I'm sure it'll be a huge game. And
well, maybe they needed the near infinite budget SNK now has. They needed the money to bring them back. Poor SNK couldn't afford to bring back the American sports team. But
new SNK, new Saudi funded SNK.
You know what? I can't speak for the Prince, but maybe the Prince loves Brian Battler, and this was all the longest con imaginable to bring Brian back. So who knows?
Who knows? But yeah, I think we've been yapping long enough. Let's get to the actual episodes.
So we're gonna get to Gon and his adventures. So boom. Here we are. We're going to talk about Hunter x Hunter, and we're going to start with episode 64. So this is Strengthen and Threaten. And just as a very brief recap, they're in Greed Island.
64 or 66?
64.
Okay, I'm going to back up then to my notes to 64.
Yeah, 64, yeah.
Okay.
Strengthen and Threaten. So just a quick recap. We're on Greed Island. We're here to collect all the cards, get the big thing, maybe meet Gon's dad. And they're in a training arc, effectively. And like Bisky's putting them through the regular, right? So, the first thing about this episode is, and I already lost contact my notes, but I just have here in all caps: graphs are back. Oh, now I remember. I remember now. Yeah, because they're doing like the whole graphs, like showing infographics, all that. Because they're like they're showing.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
It's just like they're showing how to like mix Ten and Ren into like body parts or something like that. So you can like hyper defense, offense, certain body parts in split-second moments. And they're showing graphs of like them doing like sick bong sao moves to like block stuff.
Yeah, no, it's Ko is when you yes, put all the energy into one spot of your body. Then Ken is when like you put a thin layer of Nen around your body as a shield. And then I'm literally looking at my notes, by the way. I don't memorize this. But Ryu is like when you shift the power around, like you do like 80% in the fist and like 20% in the body, like when you're
and like eventually when they're showing training is like they're very much against Bruce Lee's philosophy of don't think feel, because they're like 90%, 30%, 10%, and like they're like mathematically doing it on the fly.
Exactly. They do it really slowly, and then they start to like go faster, so that they're getting practice with how to shift it around.
They're getting better, and like I'm sure by the end they will don't think feel, right? Like they won't even think about it. But
I mean, they're not even thinking about it like in the you know the dodgeball episodes down the line, which is where they're really using that skill. So they're good. They learned it. They're done.
But yeah, so training arc. They specifically it's MMO time. They're like farming cards.
Yes.
So they're doing like the equivalent of collecting bear asses. Because that's the old meme from like 20 years ago. Fuck me. Jesus Christ. It's really been that long. But yeah, I do like that even though it's like it showed up, the screen time is under 10 seconds, but that dumb fucking horse with like the birdo mouth shows up again.
Like, the little like the balls, the red and
and like I just like the way that look. And by the way, even though it has even less screen time later, the Nen creature the shaman guy makes that can eat curses.
Oh yes, like the weird worm. Like
I love that guy. He's like just ugly and gross in like the best way. Love that guy. I would have like a plushie of him if it was available.
Man, you certainly like your very oddly specific characters. So I'll give you that.
I ain't here for the average. Life's too cheap, you know. Like, or rather, life isn't too cheap. you need more than just the average stuff. Like there's so many like whatever. I need weird creepy snake worm dog.
I mean, it
that eats
is unique.
bombs.
I'll give it that. It's unique.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's a little bit of like, we're keeping the training arc going. I do have another triggered MMO memory because as Bisky's like evaluating both of them, she's like, okay, Killua is stronger, but Gon has better recovery.
Mm-hmm.
And like he replenishes quicker. And because they're in MMO land, it made me think of original EverQuest, which no modern gamer would ever accept as a real game. Like you could not go back. You would not be like, you're like, people did this? And like, yes, not only people did this, they put tens of thousands of hours into it. So think of a game, think of any game. You're a wizard, right? You have a mana bar, right? Cast a couple spells, wait for mana refill. How long do you think that should take you?
I mean, by modern gameplay
Just like
standards,
an average game, like you just spend all your spells. How long should you go from like 0 mana to full mana?
I don't know, maybe like 30 seconds.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. Like, you've spent it all. And EverQuest is about 18 minutes. Now, you could meditate, and when you meditate, you sit down on the ground, and you take your spell book, and it's literally in your face. That's all you get to see. You don't get to see the rest of the game. And when you meditate, you can get all your mana back in about 6 or 7 minutes. And you can't play the game.
You're just sitting there waiting for time to pass.
Yeah. Eventually, years down the road, they put like a Tetris knockoff in there just to keep people engaged. Because you're literally not playing the game.
Right. But they're about to leave and click off.
Yeah. But like that was a thing. That was like, okay, I just fought a monster. And fighting one monster one-on-one if you're soloing, that could take 80% of your mana. So you get to fight one monster every 10 minutes. And that was normal if you're soloing. Normal. Half the reason people play druids is because druids could regain mana faster than other people. It was druids, right? I think it was druids. And druids also had Spirit of the Wolf, so they can run twice as fast as everybody else. Like, Sal, please, Sal, please, Sal, please. Because every player was like, please give me Spirit of the Wolf so I can run faster. Because only druids could do it. Druid is mostly the best solo class. I say that just because I'm a weird loner and I didn't want to do a lot of guild stuff. But just so much about that game just would never be acceptable in these days. Ever, 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 ever.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff in other games that would not go for a while.
Yeah. Okay, so that said, there we go. That said, so it just reminded me of that real quick. So more graphs. Oh, Bisky does like the like super slow-mo punch and goes like, he just touches it and sends him flying, right?
Yeah, that's right. She's demonstrating the power or whatever.
Yeah, and she's like, that's Nen, kid. Like just showing like how like canon Ko and all that. I do have here Ko KOs you. Yeah, so I'm just looking through here. So a lot of nonsense talking like limb ratios, all that. Mm-hmm. A bunch of like the hill monsters start watching. They start talking about like the evil beginning of martial arts, how it was banned worldwide, and like it's like,
oh yeah, that's right. I didn't even write that in my notes.
Yeah, it was just silly. I'm like, sure, okay, whatever. Like they're just kind of making shit up to like just make shit up, and eventually it's like, okay, we're gonna go back to collecting the cards. So Genthru and his group that they didn't join have their big meeting, and this is the big reveal. That like, yo, I'm the bomber. And like, to be fair, in the show's favor, to the show's credit, because he's like, yeah, I'm the bomber, and like, I kind of have power over you now. And I'm like, why are you saying this? That's not terribly smart. But part of his Nen condition,
explaining that
makes the bombs work, is that he has to explain to people like what's up. So he can't hold it over the bombs literally don't work until he tells them he has the bomb on him.
Yeah, so in the previous arc, they explained that like Kurapika set limitations on his own Nen, right? Like conditions essentially, which was that like, oh, he is using it on himself, whatever, to get the power up, and then he can only use it on the spiders, right? I can't help but wonder, like, what was the condition for this dude that he has to tell them how it works in order for it to activate. Like, I don't know why he would set that for himself.
It's a pretty good power because he can set the bomb on you without you knowing, right? So his gotcha
but
is
then he also has
incredibly
like
strong.
2 other people doing it.
Well, he needs the 2 people to detonate or whatever, the thumb power. But like he can just touch you and the bomb's on you, and that seems pretty all right. Like he can set that up months in advance.
I mean, fair enough, but I don't know. I just like I personally felt like I'm like, huh, that's like kind of like a weird.
And he's using the Greed Island rules because then everyone's like, well, let's jump this fucking guy, right? And then he uses like recall, and he's immediately out. So now everyone has to like live with the threat of that over their head. So at first I'm like, show you're being a little too anime here, but then they use the rules of the universe to like make it work, and then he used the rules of the MMO to be like, okay, I told you, peace, and like he recalls out.
Right, he just immediately leaves. And then there were a bunch of people that were like freaking out, and they're like, "Oh my god, we can't do anything." And I was like, "Wait, didn't you know?" Like, I don't know if maybe it was different previously, but didn't you know that like you're gonna be entering this crazy video game where you could lose your life? Did no one tell you this? So, like, to me, I'm just like, there's a bunch of random people like throughout the episode.
Well, there's so much, right? Like we'll go
around. Yeah.
Like a lot of people are in the game from like different points of the world, right? And a lot of people don't appreciate, like even as late as the volleyball fight, then Hisoka's like, wait, what the fuck? This is the real world, and if you die in here, you die for real? Like he didn't even know that, right? So I think for a lot of people, this still just is a surprise.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but I just thought that was kind of interesting.
But yeah, and our boy Chin Balls is there, strong jaw man, which I do not recall his name at all, but he has a look to him. But that's mostly the episode, like some training arc stuff, and then the Phantom Troop's like, you know what, fuck this game. Let's just get in there. We know it's in the real world, right? So we're just gonna go there. Which, going into our next episode 65, Evil Fist and Rock, Paper, Scissors. Going into the next episode, I'll let you take this for a second here, but it immediately fails. Like,
yes, the Phantom Troop shows up on the island, and then you see the one of the members of the cast of Nen Impact come up, Razor.
And like, oh, you're a big deal because you're in the game.
Yeah, and I remember before people were saying like trying to correct you, like, oh, he's not a volleyball guy, like he's a dodgeball guy, and like, yes, like his whole thing is he
technically
plays
it is dodgeball, not volleyball. Right. That is not infallible, but then as in both in the game and the anime, he does volleyball serves and spikes.
I was gonna say he's like literally like serving the dodgeball like it's a volleyball. So I was like, okay, he's kind of like a little bit mix of both.
So you can forgive me for not being, especially for someone who's never watched the anime before. Forgive me for being particular. This guy in a volleyball outfit, because there's no such thing as a dodgeball outfit. You know.
That's true. I mean, I think of like Dodgeball the movie, but
that's
not like an official uniform.
I grew up in the age before the internet, so we actually played outside. So I played a lot of dodgeball. To me, a dodgeball outfit is like you in your pants and a RoboCop shirt, you know, or like whatever the movie that year was.
Right. So, athletic pants or something like that. Athletic shorts, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, I think of that one movie with, I don't remember the characters. Is it Jim Carrey? I want to say. I might just be making that up, but like that movie's like from my childhood. So
is it Dodgeball? That's not Jim Carrey.
Okay.
That's Vince Vaughn. It's Dodgeball.
Ah, okay.
And is it Rip Torn? I think as well. The old guy.
No. I have no clue.
But it's a good movie, yeah. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Right? So
yes, but anyways,
put into all the way tested theory in these episodes.
Yes. So Razor, he uses a card because apparently you learn, oh, he's a game master, right? Yes. He's a GM.
And I have it here in all caps. Player GM abusing his powers on the regular people. Because there's a million fucking stories for that from back in the day. But yeah, since he's a GM, he can literally just exile you from the game. Because even if you didn't enter the game, as long as you're on the island, you count as in the game.
Right.
Yeah.
So he uses his power to essentially boot them off the server.
Yeah.
For lack of better words. And then he blows up the boat or something like that.
Yeah, he volleyballs the boat to death. And he uses a volleyball serve. He didn't dodgeball whip it to the side, which is the rules of dodgeball. He kind of does it like overhand, which is not allowed. That's not fair because people get hurt.
Right.
So,
but yes, so he's using his volleyball skills to destroy the boat, and then afterwards, it kind of cuts back to kind of like the training section again, and so Gon basically
this is where he gets his rock paper scissors punch.
Yes, he's trying to. Actually, it was really interesting. So you just mentioned it, but like they say, rock paper scissors punch move, and in Japanese, actually, I believe so in Japanese, rock paper scissors is janken pon, right? Yeah. But then in the anime, they say like janken something. They use the English word for it, like janken strike or rock or something. I'm like forgetting the exact word, but they literally just like put in the English word at the very end just to.
Well, to me, like I watching the dub, right? Like I felt this lost opportunity because they do say janken pon too, right? So they do bring up the Japanese term, but like the move should have been called Janken Punch.
Yeah.
Now I understand actually. Ken means fist, so Ken is the rock, but Janken Punch, Janken Pon, like there's alliteration, like that works.
I mean, like I feel like for a like translation, essentially, like that would get the idea across better than like Janken Pun or rock or whatever they said it in the game. But yeah, so anyways, like you see Gon like learning that move, where like rock is just like a straight punch, paper
and he's figuring out like the beam a little bit.
Yes, exactly.
He's not like, quite there. That's beam. That's scissors
the
or paper
technique.
Yeah.
And then rock is going to be like the transmutation technique, basically. But and then after that.
This is when Killua shows Gon like, oh, by the way, I got my power, the electricity. And Bisky's like, oh my god, poor kid. Like, how could a kid that young learn such a power? He must have been tased so much as a kid. Like, she just knows somehow.
Right.
Which, sure, I guess.
I mean, she's old. She's like almost 60.
Yeah, I know, but like it's weird. Like, she's perfectly okay with Gon having this level of strength, but as soon as she sees another kid at the same age do electric, it's like, oh my god, that poor child.
Well, I mean, that's fair actually. I would also I feel like I would be shocked if I saw a kid producing electricity. Just like,
no, it's shocking, I guess, to any degree, but like, why is the one power acceptable but the other one not? To her more realistic values.
That's fair. I mean, Killua's, you see in later episodes, like Killua's hands are getting like fucked up, and technically she's allowing that to happen as well, and that's kind of child abuse.
Pissed me off
in a way
because like she's clearly strong. Like I know before we even get to like muscle bisky stuff, because it's in the game, I know what's gonna happen. She's clearly way the F stronger than all the rest of them, right? And they write her off on like a technicality, so she can't save everybody else, which sort of pissed me off. But oh well.
Yeah, and I thought I get that the main point of this like little mini arc, I guess, is to highlight, I guess, spoiler, Hisoka, Gon, and Killua kind of
we're having our villain team up.
Yeah. But like,
oh my god, Spider-Man's working with Venom against the greater evil, like.
Exactly. But he's like simultaneously like a villain, but also like an ally, and also like a weird. Anyways, we'll get into that portion.
The one thing I do have here, I was screaming at the screen for a second because they bring up all of a sudden like, oh shit, the Hunter exam, like it's happening right now. You got to go. Yes, and it's like, and I got here all caps. Gon Hogan is writing Killua off the show because that's all I thought they were doing. Is they're getting Killua, and now it's just going to be only Gon, right?
Right.
So this resolves itself very fast. Actually, like fast. It resolved itself so fast, I don't think they should have brought it up to begin with, honestly.
I agree. Or they could have left it like in between arcs or something like that.
You could have done more with it.
Yeah, and I agree. And they showed like some of and this is, I think, maybe in the next episode, but they showed like some of the people that you had met in the Hunter exam, like the first time around when, Gon passed.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, it's so cool to see these characters again. Like I kind of recognize them. It's like a sort of moment, and they just like instantly get knocked out. Like it's not even a struggle.
We'll save it because I got some words for that. But like they could have done so much, and they spent so little time on it. Like it wasn't worth bringing this up. Like finish this arc, get back to the real world, then have him get his Hunter license. I don't know. It's just weird.
I agree. There's like a whole little section where they're like, okay, Killua's gonna go leave to take the hunter exam, and he needs to like find a leave card or like defeat a guy or something in order to get a card to leave.
They
And
just have
I'm
to
just
beat up
like,
an NPC and you can leave.
right. I'm just like,
And it
okay.
teleports you to anywhere you want in the real world.
Yeah, and
So
that was
high level Nen, I
crazy.
mentioned this before, but high level Nen, so I have confirmation now. High level Nen, people can just instant transmission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was insane. I was just like, oh, they're not going to like I thought they were just going to because like you see in all of the in a lot of the scenes where like the bombers or whatever, they're like outside of the in the real world. They're like standing in front of all the consoles.
Yeah.
And like the consoles on. So I was like, oh, okay, they're gonna put Killua there. But no, they teleport him like straight to
Yeah, I thought
guess,
you'd be
the
like your origin
beginning.
point. Instead, they teleport him
Right.
to like episode 2 city.
Yeah, I know, which was crazy. And also, like, the exam could technically be somewhere else. It doesn't have to be in the
Oh,
same
apparently it does.
location
Apparently that's where
every
it
year.
starts. So and this
Yeah,
is where
well,
it cheesed me off because like they could have spent a good filler episode on this, right?
right.
Because they do like, hey, remember the weird werewolf flying bat people shapeshifters? Like, hey, they're there again, And it's a bunch of like, remember this? And like, I wish I could have gave them their due.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. It's like a very weird place. It's just a very weird place to put it.
Yeah.
Like, just in
Anyways,
general.
we're gonna talk more about that. So, real quick to get there, the shaman dude summons his worm snake bomb eating weird beast, which I love because he's like it's like pug ugly, like it's ugly but it's cute.
It's ugly, but, to each their own.
I don't know. I come from a pug raising family. We have bred many pugs over the years, so I'm a big fan of ugly cute.
It's definitely one of those. That's what I'll
You know
say.
how I've been
We'll have
around
to
pugs
agree
all
to
my life?
disagree.
Here, I'll give you the definitive proof. Because I can make the noise.
When they're like choking on their,
And they're not
like,
choking. It's an epiglottal thing. Because yes, it's a lot of inbreeding, unfortunately, and like it's an epiglottal. They're perfectly fine. It's doesn't sound good. I know. I know that doesn't sound good. They're not choking though. But
okay, fair
it's
enough. My
an
dog
unfortunate
also
side effect of
used
the
to
breed.
make my golden retriever used to make that sound too, but only when he was like choking on his food, and then we had to get him a slow feeder.
And if a
so
normal dog makes that noise, then maybe. But if a pug makes it, it's just pug things.
he's just living his life. He doesn't even notice.
Yeah, because the breed's so inbred that's just how their unfortunate genetics work.
I guess so. But
Oh,
yeah,
I got it
so
written down here. So the ugly Nen Beast, I have it written down here. I love you, Nen Beast, because I like that guy.
To each, yeah, I have nothing to say. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm like, we gotta agree to disagree here. But yeah, basically at this point, the the weird chin guy.
Yes.
So at this point, like he goes
He's
out
exiting
and,
stage.
yes,
We all love Chin Guy around here, but
he leaves the game and he no wait, what happened?
he's meeting
He brings
Genthru and crew at the real world consoles.
Yes, he brings them like a binder full of cards and leave cards, which was the deal that they had in
Yeah.
order for them to remove the bombs. But instead of releasing them, I guess they use the code word to detonate all the bombs, and like
So
almost everyone dies. Yeah,
they're mean. They lied. You can't do that.
I know. Who would have thought people would lie in an MMORPG?
And then the murderous bomber murderously bombed everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like anyone could have seen that coming, but
Well, not them, I guess. But yeah, so
I guess
Chindu died and like all the other side characters. So everyone other than the shaman dude who summoned the Nem Beast to eat the bomb.
right.
So
he
all
does.
those
Oh,
characters that were
wait.
introduced.
I just realized, is that who the Phantom Troop is looking for?
I'm assuming he's the Nen Shaman. I don't know,
Okay, all right.
but that's my assumption.
Okay, because you've been calling him the shaman. I'm like, they never referred to him as a shaman.
He uses a lot of Dungeons and Dragons coded druid words when he summons the Nen Beast. So I'm like, oh, that's a shaman. That's my interpretation.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. We haven't gotten there in the anime yet.
Yeah,
so
I don't know, but like that is, I'm working under that he's important enough to live when everyone else died, right? So
okay.
So that's how we
Fair enough.
what we call a reoccurring character in the biz. But that's my thought.
Fair enough.
Oh,
yeah.
I think it's like right at the end of this episode. I just want to bring this up. But like Gon's still training stuff, and he's trying like the scissors part, like doing a laser.
Mm-hmm.
And he has like the Frieza moment. As he's like trying to create the energy outside of his body, right? And he's trying to create it in his finger. So he has the moment where he's like trying to shoot.
Yeah, when you have like the giant like spirit energy above you, just like
yeah. So it turns out Gon's not quite on the Frieza level, right?
Right.
Because he's not going, hello, monkeys! And like doing that.
Right.
Killing Bardock and like a billion people. Maybe by the end of this, he'll kill a whole race of people. I don't know.
I'm like, he's well, not in that sense, but like he's getting there power wise. Like you literally see, and we'll get into this, but like you literally see him like throwing a ball so hard that it like literally damages this adult man.
The power's there, like not Frieza.
A convict.
And I you could say I have slandered him by associating Gon with genocide. Don't worry, I'm not. He's better than that for now, anyways. One of the two kids is that bad, though, as I will spend too much time on when we get to it.
Okay. I look forward. I mean, I'm like, are you referring to Killua?
Yes, I am. You better believe I am.
Okay. Fair enough. I guess we'll get to it. Part of me is like, well, he's a kid and he doesn't know any better.
I don't know.
He was raised to be an assassin.
You can semantic me saying he's right, and you would be right, but more realistically, you can't. But we'll get to it. Okay, so that's the end of that episode. So Genthru sets up the bomb. He steals a bunch of cards, kills everyone, and at some point that Gon moment happens. I see in my notes. I said it's not quite the Frieza laser, but he's training. So episode 66, strategy and scheme. At some point, I can't even remember. I don't have the context for this, but one of the stores they go to, it's like you have to go to Dick Sakura. And there's a store called Dick Sakura.
I didn't like. I don't know if that's a reference to something either. I'm also like,
it says Dick Sakura, so that's all I needed. So that's my notes. And this is where they do a little bit of like the Killua Hunter stuff, right?
Right.
And this is where our boy, Show Savior Tompa, returns.
Yeah, I was gonna say how you felt about that.
I jumped out of my fucking chair. I like legitimately. I was just jumping. I'm like, yeah. And like his moment's very little because he has like his drinks on him, right? It's like, hey, and then he sees Killua. He's like, oh my god, no! Like,
right? He just turns away because he knows. And then also, this is very random, but the guy, the auctioneer guy, from like the last arc, he makes an appearance.
He's there, like he's making an honest go of it. Like he's trying his hunter exam. The three brothers who fought Killua on the island, they're there again, and they're trying to big league him.
The B girl.
Yeah, like pretty much everyone who didn't die is back.
Right.
So I'm like, so I'm like, I legitimately wished we would have got a little bit more, you know, like, because what was I say? Because they just write them off. Like, there's a scene between this, but like, the guy's like, oh, we have like one applicant too many, so we have to like fight.
Yeah, something like that. He's like, knock out all of your opponents. You have to knock out, like, get like 5 other people's badges or something like that. So basically, it's like a giant free for all.
And it's like over 100 people there, and Killua just knocks literally everybody out. The whole year of applicants is gone.
Right. And there's like, no, actually, I think it was like 1,000 applicants.
Maybe, yeah. Actually, like I do remember now the number was like somewhat large.
It was like 1,000, and then he's like spending hours like collecting their badges and like trying to put them in a bag. And I'm like, dude, just leave the badges. You don't need that many. Just leave them. We can clearly see it.
Yeah, and then they cut to the chairman, and then he's like, you know what? Okay, screw everything else. He just passes. Like no trials and tribulations.
Yeah, I know. It really does feel kind of cheap.
Yeah, honestly. So I don't feel, considering what we did for like the first 20 episodes, doesn't feel as earned. The only thing I take away from this is in the same timeline. Excuse me, I got to take up because of my drink. In the same timeline, He would have been stronger than Hisoka was last year. That's really the only thing I could take away, I guess. But
okay. Yeah, no,
given
that's
that
fair.
things advance, I'm pretty sure Hisoka's still a lot stronger than him overall. But
Right. Yeah. No, I mean it's like literally just like they didn't want to spend too much time on like restating the hunter exam or like thinking of new creative hunter exams, so they just came up with a reason to eliminate all of them at once.
yeah, I got
So
here. Favoritism, Chairman. I'm like writing this note here as it's happening. Chairman is making it sound like he gets to auto skip the whole thing. He gets to auto skip the whole thing. You're a hunter. I'm like writing it as
Yeah.
they're saying it, right? So like,
it's kind of lazy writing,
Yeah.
to be honest. But that's
Nah,
that's how
I
the
just-
cookie crumbles.
I still like the show. I don't hate the show, but that definitely could have been done better.
Yes,
but-
100%.
During that, like they're cutting in between scenes. They have like, oh, by the way, Krollo's here. I'm like, what?
Right.
And they mentioned the
So
prophecy
fancy.
in the far east because Greed Island is east of York New City. So they're cutting back to that, right? And then like, well, whatever. Like just to cut to the chase, it's not actually Krollo. It is. We will find out. It is Hisoka. And it turns out it's like,
Right.
I just entered some fucking name. I didn't know they just let you enter any name. Like,
Yeah, and it's like they explain like how Krollo couldn't be on Greed Island because you need Nen to enter
Yeah,
the
you
game,
need-
and his Nen
he was
is sealed
probably
currently.
physically
Yes.
there at some point and got sent back by Razor.
Mm-hmm.
But you need Nen to be there. So they bring up the curse that Kurapika put on him can be lifted, and there's a Nen shaman on the island that can do it, which may or may not be that guy. But we're skipping forward. But like Kurapika also says, because they talked to Kurapika, and it's like, yeah, my curse could technically be broken, but if it is, I would know immediately. So it's not broken at bare minimum.
Yeah, and Killua gives him a call on the Beetle phone, so
Yep.
the Beetle phone makes another appearance. I was like, hell yeah.
And Kurapika's still working for the boss, who is like a cheap wreck of himself because he doesn't know what to do with himself because he doesn't have his daughter's fortune telling power anymore.
Right.
Like
It's
he
like,
needs
all right,
fortune
dude.
telling to like live his day to day.
Mm-hmm.
And fortune teller girl is doing the thing I fucking hate. Like she's doing the thing with the pen with her fingers, like just spinning it.
She's twirling it. Yeah.
I have tried so much of my life to try to do that, and I never could.
We're gonna give it a shot. I don't think I've ever done this before in my life. So is there a technique to it?
You like just spin it like sideways like that and just.
I don't think I.
It's like one clean motion. I have spent hours and hours of my life trying to do it. I can't do it.
Oh God, it's kind of hard actually.
And
I
it
don't
just
know if
bugs
I
me
can
when I see
do
people
it.
because like it's a skill I've tried
Yeah.
and I couldn't.
Well, I tried.
Like,
I give it all of a couple.
I remember for like Star Trek, live long and prosper, right? I
Mhm.
couldn't do this. Like my fingers couldn't bend that
I
way.
can't do this either. My ring finger and my pinky finger don't
Yeah.
really stay
So like
together
I
well.
would spend hours when I was younger on like putting my hand on the school desk and I would force my fingers apart. Yeah. See, that's the thing. It's like
Yeah.
not to give you the finger. I'm not giving you the finger, but
Mhm.
I can't give people the finger with this hand. Like my pinky always extends.
Okay, that's okay. So, funny story about extending the middle finger is that when I first learned that that was an insult, I had to also train myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, to like stick out my
So
middle
yeah,
finger.
for live long and prosper, I trained myself. I would force my fingers apart for hours. It took
don't
me
think I
months
can
to do it.
I don't think actually I can do that one very well. Yeah,
And it's double faceted, by the way. It's a multifaceted skill. Because it's 1 second here. And, live long and prosper, but also
I knew it.
It's
I was
Veda
like, "This is
time,
about to be
baby,
a
yeah."
wrestling reference.
I'm out to have fun. This is my kind of party.
Dude, look at his arms. Holy
He's
crap.
a big dude.
Sorry, I'm
This is
just
him in
looking
his
at this one photo.
60s.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
I make this bigger
He's a
and the
best-
picture gets smaller. That's really weird.
Oh, he's
Okay.
a behemoth.
He's a big boy.
Holy crap.
Anime fun fact. So this is him in Japan. This was designed by the guy who made Fist of the North Star. This look.
Oh, I was gonna say he looks like an anime captain or something like that.
He was big in Japan. His first match ever, his first big match in Japan caused an actual riot. His first ever match in Japan was against Antonio Inoki, who is Hulk Hogan of Japan. And not only did he beat him, he chumped him out.
Ooh.
And like it was an actual riot.
Okay,
and he had an amazing career. An amazing career. And eventually came over to the States. Had an amazing career. Till he fought one person.
Oh no. Hulk
Who do you
Hogan?
think he fought to ruin his career?
I don't know.
Oh, I've been teaching you. Come on.
Well, I said Hulk Hogan, but okay. We're good. Yeah, I got it.
So by the time Hulk Hogan showed up, the whole idea is like, okay, we're gonna make, I'm Hulk Hogan, but you're the big guy now, right? So we're gonna trade matches to make each other look good. So then Hulk wins the first match, and then he's like, yeah, I'm not losing to you ever again.
Shit. Dude, why does Hulk Hogan, like, if he just put his hair, some gel in his hair, why does he have Heihachi's hair?
His hair's been like this since he was like 25.
That's crazy. What?
But yeah, so Vader was like one of the biggest deals in North America, just as in Japan, till the day he met Hulk Hogan. And for almost everybody's career, the day you meet Hulk Hogan is effectively the end of your career.
Okay.
Because Hogan always goes over brother. So it's Vader time till it's Hogan time.
You know Raiden from like SNK?
Yes.
Is he
Raiden is explicitly based off of Vader.
Okay, I was wondering because I was like, oh, bigger guy, blonde, like
even the hair, like the little hair things.
Yeah,
is also him.
I was like, it looks very familiar.
Yeah. So like most wrestling characters are sort of generic, but Raiden Big Bear is explicitly based off of Leon, Big Van Vader.
Okay.
Because he was huge and he left such a legacy in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like everyone says every luchador, oh my god, it's Rey Mysterio. No, almost every fighting game luchador is Ultimo Dragon. Because Ultimo Dragon was big in Japan. Japan doesn't care about Rey Mysterio.
God, these guys have some wild ass costumes.
Yeah, it's part of the presentation. You gotta be a showman, right? Like even Hulk Hogan, when he went to Japan, is famously the only time he learned how to wrestle. And when he fights in America, he's just a character and he puts on bad matches. And no one cares because they love the character. In Japan,
Hulk Hogan.
They had to up what they call the work rate. Like you actually have to put on a good wrestling show. Like we like the character, but you have to put on a good match too. It's not enough just to be a character in Japan.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, like so are there big differences between okay, we're going to go down the rabbit hole, but I was like what are the big differences I guess between like Japanese and like American wrestling culture?
Well, there's the one image.
I mean, I know there's a lot of like cute girls in Japan
the Joshis
that are wrestlers. Yeah. They're like really hot and I'm like,
well, there's two kinds. Like, there's sexy lady, but Joshi wrestling is like women only, and they have a lot of like very elaborate outfits.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I feel like they're like almost like idols.
Yeah,
but like wrestling idols.
Like she's technically a failed idol, Maki Ito.
Okay.
That's her character too. Is I'm a failed idol. Like I got all this money on plastic surgery, and then nobody cared. Then I went to wrestling.
Okay, if it works, it works.
Yeah, like Joshi, like they have beautiful, elaborate outfits. Like Aramika is a Joshi wrestler.
Oh, okay, got it. And so, what? I guess like just so Joshi is just like a subgenre.
It's basically,
of wrestling.
If you want to be very brass, it's like Japanese women wrestling. Because unlike, most of the time, women's wrestling and men's wrestling are completely separate in Japan. You come to the women's show or the men's show. That's it. Mm-hmm. Versus in North America, it's like both.
Mm-hmm. So is it like I don't know, like in America how like women's sports are typically or like women's sports are technically not as popular as like men's sports? Is it the same way in wrestling?
In Japan, I'd say the men are more popular, like New Japan overall, but Joshi like is very popular.
Okay, got it.
Like
I was gonna say like some of the girls are like muscular, but they look more like idols to me.
This is probably the best woman wrestler of all time. Anyone who says Sasha Banks, get the fuck out of here. Oh my god, are you 12 years old? Jesus Christ. Manami Toyota is probably the best women's wrestler of all time. And yes, it's Joshi wrestler. Like, look, Lovely outfits.
Holy crap.
Very
That's
elaborate.
amazing.
Like the outfit's a big part of wrestling, but like in Joshi, it's like extra big part.
Right. It has to be extra elaborate.
Like, what's the one girl? Oh shit, I'm forgetting her name. She's a modern wrestler.
I feel like I always see people on like FGC Twitter
there she
just
is,
like
yeah.
retweeting.
Her whole gimmick is
wrestlers.
she's a kaiju.
Oh, okay, that's cute.
Yeah.
She's like cosplaying,
Yeah.
kinda.
Yeah, there's a million
Yeah,
gimmicks.
but I mean, no offense to these girls, they're beautiful, but like they don't look that much more muscular than me.
No. Most Joshi, like the muscular thing's much more of a American concept.
Okay.
In Japanese wrestling, you don't need to be like if you are muscular, sure, like it won't hurt you. But like the physique's not as much of the thing.
Ah, okay, got it.
Like,
so then what is more important, I guess, in Japanese wrestling?
Just wrestling. Just wrestle. Just be a good wrestler. Like
Okay,
Tomohiro Ishii. His whole gimmick, he's the stone pit bull. He's in his 50s. He can barely fucking move. But his whole gimmick is just, I'm a tough old fucker. Like you're faster than me. You're probably stronger than me. You will out wrestle me. But I'm a tough old bitch, and you're gonna have to work harder to put me down.
That's
and
amazing,
it works,
actually.
right? But yeah, there's an old meme. In Japan, wrestling's a sport. In Canada, wrestling's a tradition. In Mexico, wrestling is a religion, and there is religious aspects to wrestling in Mexico. And then it has a picture of Big Show's ass, and it's like, and in America, wrestling's a joke.
Okay, fair enough. Because like I always thought like wrestling, at least American wrestling, because like I knew people who wrestled in high school, so I was like, oh, wrestling's like actual wrestling, and then. I remember as the episodes have gone on, I've learned more and more about American wrestling. I'm like, oh no, it's just like a show, basically. So I didn't realize there were other...
Japan, they care more about the sport.
Yeah, so I didn't realize that there were, I guess, areas
fixed, right? But like,
of the world, that cared more about the actual sport itself. So it's just surprising.
Like, in WWE, you don't have to be a good wrestler at all to be popular, ever. Like a lot of the most famous wrestlers, like The Rock, and someone's gonna get mad at me saying Rock was never a great wrestler, ever. At best, he was always a serviceable wrestler, but he was a hell of a character, right? And that's what's more. Being a character matters more. Roman Reigns is a dog shit wrestler. I don't care. Someone get mad at him. I don't give a shit. He's never been a good wrestler ever. Any good match he's ever had, he was carried. The other guy wrestled good enough to make him look good. Like when Davey took a delirious high as fuck Davey Boy Smith in SummerSlam 91 or 92, and he carried him to a 5-star match. Like, that's how Roman Reigns gets a good match, when someone carries him to a good match. But somehow, when Roman Reigns used to be the worst part of the show, somehow people got tricked into believing he's a watchable character and you don't change the channel when he's on. And now, oh my God, he has so much aura. Oh my God, his aura farm. No! The show is embarrassingly bad. I don't know how you guys fucking watched the show. The only good thing about WWE
I know a decent amount about Roman Reigns, actually. I understand.
Fuck Roman Reigns. The only watchable part of WWE these days is Dominic, because he's funny, not because, well, he's not a bad wrestler, but Dominic and El Grande Americano, which has had a whole arc. This is our last thing I'll say before we go back on that. El Grande Americano was basically a MAGA gimmick.
Okay.
In that it was a white guy pretending to be in a Mexican luchador to like make fun of Mexico. And like he was billed as he's from the Gulf of America, right? Which they changed real quick because like to be frank, there's an acceptable level of racism in wrestling and always has been. That's just how wrestling works.
They're caricatures of themselves. So
but Gulf of America was a step too far for the Mexican fans.
Yeah, I don't know who thought that was a good idea.
Triple H did because he's a racist.
Okay. Well,
but then the guy who played El Grande Americano, Chad Gable, got injured. So he can't do the gimmick. But then they passed the gimmick because technically the whole storyline is it's a guy pretending to be somebody else. So the mask of El Grande Americano went to Ludwig Kaiser. So now it's a German pretending to be an American, pretending to be a Mexican.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
But the whole thing
is
the
racism part, mind you.
He actually speaks Spanish. He speaks 6 languages.
Wow. Okay, what's he? Wow. I'm like,
he's very European. He speaks 6 languages, right?
Okay.
And he has some respect for Mexican culture and lucha culture.
Mm-hmm.
So now Mexico actually legitimately loves this guy. He's like the biggest wrestler in Mexico that doesn't normally wrestle in Mexico.
That's awesome. Yeah, his physique is like crazy. Yeah.
Like, the thing is, if you're in WWF, I still say WWF all these years later. They turned WWE like 20 years ago. But physique's a big part of it. Mm. You are expected to have a good physique. Like, even Charlotte Flair, like, she's jacked, right? Like, even the women, for the most part, are expected to be very muscular.
Yeah, so, like, that was my expectation. Yeah. Like, I was like, these Japanese Joshi girls are so slender.
In Japan, you could be a fat schlub. As long as you wrestle good, nobody cares.
Okay.
In AEW, it's less on the physical presentation. Most people are still pretty in shape, but, like, Eddie Kingston is a fat, out-of-shape, middle-aged man. But it doesn't matter, because his gimmick is he's an old-school tough guy. He doesn't have the
like
look.
The Japanese guy, right?
Well, but like an old 80s American tough guy. Like before everything became about the steroids, right?
Mm-hmm.
He just looks like a guy in a bar that will mess you up.
Yeah, that like he'll fuck you up if you mess with him.
Yeah, and he has that presentation and he carries it correctly. So he doesn't need to. Like, he wears this shirt to hide his monster fucking guts. You know? Like, he's not physically fit. But it doesn't matter because he's an old school tough guy, right?
Okay. So sometimes it can work.
Same with like Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe has a great look, but is not a traditional strongman physique, right?
Right.
But that's why he's Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, Sweet Tooth. I remember. I was telling you about that.
So it all depends where you work. Like, if you're in WWF, WWE, it's expected you have like a very toned physique. Pretty much anywhere else in the world, they don't care.
Okay. Like, fair enough. Well, wrestling tangent aside.
Yeah, so that's our wrestling tangent for the show.
That was a longer one.
So all I have to say is Krollo is not actually in the game. There you go.
Yes, Krollo is not in the game, and they're collecting cards.
Yeah, so now they're just card hunting. I do like he uses Janken Punch on like a tree, and they're like hunting for beetles, and then just like shakes 1,000 beetles. I would have a panic attack if all those insects fell like that. Like, Bisky's not handling it great, but I would like be like those goats that fall over when they're scared. I would just turn off. Like,
I mean, it is like terrifying. Like, it would be just like basically like a swarm coming down on you, falling from the sky. It would be like the apocalypse.
But then again, Japan likes beetles in a weird way no one else in the world does. Like, that's how Pokemon started, is people collected beetles and they fought them, made beetles fight each other, right?
Yeah.
That's where it comes from.
Or like the classic summer activity is like beetle catching, right? And like all the anime shows.
Oh, it's like every second anime when summer and you hear like, like the cicadas going, right?
Yeah, and like the bug catcher trainers in Pokemon, those are like kids catching beetles, right?
Yeah, it's all, I assume that's like a Japan culture thing. Because like, I've gone in the woods and got me some stick bugs back in the day, but I'm not like insect catching kid and have like the net, like
right, the little plastic box with the vents at the top. Yeah, no, it's definitely a Japan thing.
Like, insect trainers in Pokemon are always like bottom rung.
Yeah,
you never see Insect Maniac on like Victory Road.
Yeah, no.
Give them their time to shine. Like, give me some high level insect crazy guys,
That's fair. I mean, are there many bug Elite Four?
There's gotta be. I can't remember. There's so many games now.
Yeah,
but bug Pokemon are always like presented as bottom of the barrel. Like, I feel that's slanderous to a degree.
I mean, bugs are kind of terrifying, and they can, poison you.
If there's a 6-foot bug that's made of steel, like, fuck, man, like, I don't know, I'll buy that as like a scary deal, like, it's not always got to be Caterpie.
Yeah, Beedrill would be terrifying. Like, the spike would be like this big.
I think, like, in real life, I'd be more scared of Beedrill than any of those dragons. Because a wasp this big is already enough to make me crap myself. A wasp this big, as big as me, like.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Or like, oh, there's like so many of them that are just like huge and bulky. And oh, what's the one with like it's red and he's like the little like claw looking hands?
Sizor.
Sizor. Yeah. Oh, sorry, not red. He's green or something like that.
That's Scyther. That's the other one.
Oh, okay. Sizor and Scyther. Yes, they are
one's
terrifying.
steel type. That's what I was saying. One's steel type. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Buggering. Oh, I do. One of the cards specifically, and they just say it and they walk past it. And you can't say this and walk past it with me. One of the cards is Witch's Diet Pills. Like, what?
I actually don't remember that one.
They just say, like, they say it and they walk, like, it's done. I mean, as soon as it's said, it's already walked past, right? But like, Witch's Diet Pills, what even is that?
I don't know. Maybe it makes your opponent crap their pants?
Well, to me, it's like a lot of those wrestlers in WWE, they're on those Witch's Diet Pills to get those physiques.
Okay. Got it. Like Ozempic or something like that, right? The modern day equivalent.
But yeah, they're just fishing for cards. This is when we were reintroduced. And fuck me, I'll never know this guy's name. It's still Ra's al Ghul, like the Batman villain, because he has that look.
Yeah.
And they start doing trades. And they're like, with Genthru, and he's like, I'm not trading you for shit. And he's like, what if I offer you 2 cards? Like, no, like, we're enemies. We're not trading. And he's like, yeah, but what if miniature dragon? And it's like, oh shit, maybe.
Oh, one thing I do want to mention is that right before that, Gon actually gets an item.
Yes, the curse breaker amulet.
Yes, exactly.
That's actually it played through all the rest of the episodes. Yes.
Yes, so that's important later. But yeah, you're introduced to the idea of like trading mechanics, which they did not introduce yet up to this point.
But yeah, so they do that, and just like, I just like, the guy's like, well, how about miniature dragon? Then they're like, shit, how about miniature dragon? You know what? Like,
we're cool now, you know. Yeah. You want to give me a good trade.
But it's all a big scheme because like we've been introduced to these cards that steal other cards and all that, and we'll get to it. Because we're introduced into the lucky dice system and the gacha pulls. Yeah. So this is gacha before gacha was really a thing yet. But he gachas and like, fuck me if I remember the name, but he pulls Mox Diamond, basically, which is a Magic the Gathering card. And they use these dice roll, and 19 of the rolls are lucky. And one of the rolls on the D20 is unlucky.
Right.
And if you roll unlucky, then pull the slot, you'll fucking die.
Yeah, because some guy got like Killua, like they demonstrate this by showing like Killua's like at the casino because they're trying to get an item or whatever, so they use the dice to get that item, and then Killua's like, "What if I just kept going?"
No, he's
then,
like he's like a 80-year-old woman on the casino on the reserve because he's like again, and they have like the shadows under his eyes. He's like he's in there, right? And but then he's like, one more. I'll literally risk my life. One more roll.
Right.
And they're getting cards from it, but then the whole setup is Genthru is coercing people with the bombs. It's like, you roll and you get me my gacha. I'm not risking shit. But like, you will die if you don't do the rolls for me, if you don't do my pulls, right?
The gacha was crazy. Like literally, like he's looking for a specific card. And so I guess there's another card that you can use to basically like lottery your way into
your card randomly turns into another card.
Yeah. And so like that was a very crazy scene to see that going on. I was like, oh shit. Like, so they roll the dice, they get lucky, and then they go to the lottery, and then I'm assuming they die if they
that's the thing is that you keep rolling, as soon as you get unlucky, you basically die. Which once again, we're not meant to think about it, but the rules of the world. So how did Ging Freaks program Nen Luck? Because, it's all his design, right? But we're not meant to think about it.
Yeah, I think he's like one of several creators of the game, if I remember correctly.
We're not meant to think too hard about it.
Yeah, definitely not. It's definitely not something that we're like meant to put a lot of thought into. With normal dice too, unless they're weighted dice, it's just random. It's supposed to be.
It is. Well, not if it's a spin down. Fucking the more you play Magic, you're gonna run into that guy where you just roll.
Okay.
It's like there's a spin down. You can't use a spin down. And when you meet that guy, tell him Rooflemonger said, "Go fuck yourself." No one can. No one who's real gives a shit. Okay. No one's actually trying to fucking game a spin down dice.
Oh, okay. So when you say spin down, it's
like that means like for life totals, like you can just easily find the numbers versus they're all truly random. Right.
Yes.
Like I don't care, man. I don't know where my other dice is. I just want this is the one in front of me. I'm just gonna roll it. You know.
Right. And so you need to get a specific dice for that. I see.
Because then be like, oh, it's on 18. Oh, roll it the very specific way, and oh, look at that 17. You know, maybe, but like,
right. Need a D20 for that. Is it like a D? Like, is it like a D20? Like,
it is a D20. It's just the numbers are they're in a specific order versus like the more random order.
Okay, I get it.
It's just when you play Magic, it's just easier for you to change your life really quick. But that's what comes in every set. It comes with the spin down dice. That's all I got. I'm not buying regular dice. I just have what's given to me. Or like it'll be like a cool. It had the set. Like it'll have the Final Fantasy Chocobo on it as the 20. You know. That's what I got.
What I'm hearing is that some like one of these days you're gonna have to teach me all of the Magic the Gathering rules.
Maybe like if you're unfortunately willing to go down that rabbit hole, the sickness.
I played one game of Commander with our mutual friend, and then I watched a 10-minute video, 15-minute video. Or no, I haven't watched it yet, but it's on my YouTube watch later of how to play Magic the Gathering. So
it's fun. Like for me, that's my wind down thing. I'll play Commander. It depends on the week, right? Like this week, tomorrow is Commander night. Tomorrow is 2XKO. I'm not going to Commander night, right?
Yes, it's not happening.
But usually that's my wind down. Like I play with my friends, bullshit. Like it's like playing poker. No one's trying to win. We're not trying to build the best decks. It's just every game tells a story. There's always a fun interaction, right? And so you do that and you just bullshit with your friends. And that's the fun of it to me.
I think the thing that was just really confusing to me is that like there's so many different effects that each monster has on the field, and then you equip them with artifacts.
It's a very math-heavy game.
It gets so complicated. I don't fucking know what's going on.
Like, Lord knows when you start having to worry about state-based effects, but don't worry about that. That's further.
Okay.
It's one of those situations like a lot of my friends play dumb decks. Like, where it's like, okay, now shuffle everything into your deck and now draw 7 new cards kind of deals.
Okay, so like easier rules where they're not like trying to
win. Like complex rules that add an hour to the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I play the decks that are punch you in the face. I'm not here for I think you extending the game.
Straightforward type.
Ever since I was a child to now, and it plays just the same as my fighting game personality. I just see a big creature on the board, and like that, it triggered. Like that's all I need. Like that creature's really fucking big, and like I'm happy. Like some people, they need complex things and like things triggering off other things. I'm just like, my creature's the biggest creature. I'm satisfied.
Right.
Fucking beat the shit out of your creature.
Or weird looking creatures, apparently.
Yes. Well, I like little weird dudes that like have fun interactions, like oozing slime. Or is it? Wait, what the fuck's the graveyard slime called again? Scavenging ooze. Or
the doll you showed, the little monkey doll sitting on your shelf or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. Magic has something for everyone. It really does. That's why it works, right?
I mean, that's why it's so popular.
Some people, they just want a deck full of pretty angels. And you can make a deck that's actually good. That's pretty angels. So, like, there's something for everybody.
Fair enough. I'll get into it. And then I'll see you in the next episode. And I'll be like, oh yeah, I started building my Miku Hatsune
I have a commander deck that is a monkey ape deck. And it's frustrating because monkeys and apes are 2 different types.
Okay.
So, like, there are cards that will target a monkey but not an ape. And it's like, it goes back to the old rules and they didn't normalize all that shit back in the day. Mm-hmm. So a monkey ape deck is like a garbage tier deck. But for me, for having fun. I'm not trying to win. Because there's a lot of dumb cards like Simian Simulacrum. It's like a robot trying to be a monkey.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So
Okay,
there's something for, like, trust me, the more you get in there, there's very few reformed Magic players. Very few people have ever left Magic once they get in. So
I mean,
fair
once you
warning.
spend that much money, that's hard. It's kind of like the in the new Metal Gear, they have like the little Astrobot, like who poses as one of the monkeys in the Escape minigame. Yeah, it's kind of like that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But anyways,
so, yes, that's the end of that episode. Basically, is doing gacha pulls and getting through is like forcing people to do gacha pulls to the death. We go to episode 67. Man, these drinks help me. The energy drinks, they help me with getting through the podcast, but they make me burp all the time. So episode 67, 15 by 15. And if you can take it from here.
Yeah, so basically, there's like a part at the beginning, you see Gon and Killua collecting more cards. And then basically, so you saw earlier that they, like the Genthru and his crew, they're using the risky dice and they're forcing people to like do their bidding and like roll the dice. So then you see them use that same mechanic where basically they're like they contact this what's his name? Shoot. Anyways, like the what you just said, the Ra's al Ghul looking dude.
Yeah, Ra's al Ghul looking dude, yeah.
Or Ra's al Ghul looking dude. Where basically like they're like, oh, we're here to trade cards, ha ha ha. But in reality, they're not here to trade cards. They're here to like
they're here to pull some scams. So the initial deal actually is played straight, and they get their miniature dragon. And that's the thing is, I'll give the villains this. They roll the lucky dice because like we will take some risk to ourselves, right?
Right.
So they're willing to put something online, and then they have like cards that steal cards at random.
Yes, and then they use the lucky dice. So basically, they take like the named card slots.
Like some of the rarer cards they themselves are missing.
Yes, exactly. And then like so you see like the three of them standing in the field, and like the two gooner. Okay, not gooners. The two.
You can call them goons. That was the old term before it got ruined.
The two lackeys.
Yes, lackeys. Yes.
Or jobbers or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they're in the back.
There's
and
a wrestling term right there.
Yes, jobbers. They're there as like they're people who were somehow transformed to look like Genthru's companions.
Yeah. So when they leave, they use another card to make them look like them to like ideally distract them for a bit.
Yeah, I think so. And then like the two real kind of lackeys roll the dice and then they come up and basically they like steal the cards real quick and then they immediately just kind of
they just all use their recall card and piss off back to like the real world.
Right.
Yeah.
So that kind of happens and basically the crew's just kind of like, okay, well, we kind of just have to let it go at this point and it's not really worth going after them.
Yeah, then they can't. Like they got. Right.
They truly got. And so Gon and Q. Oh, sorry. Did you hear me or no?
No. If you just repeat that last thing you just said, sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, basically, so like, there's another part then where it transitions into like Gon and Killua.
Yeah, they're doing trading. And the one thing I want to say, because Gon. Guy tries to scam him, right?
Yes.
And they have identify card or whatever, so they can help. But like, it's like what we did as kids with Magic. So right beside our store was the photocopy place. So we would photocopy the cards, and then we would like take the photocopied card, which obviously just cheap paper, right? But we would glue them onto like less valuable cards and try to pass them off as the real deal, which only other dumb kids would believe it was real.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did that actually work?
Only on other dumb kids.
Oh,
but just to piss some people off, no Magic. The cards we would photocopy were stuff like Mox Jet, Mox Sapphire. These are cards that are worth many hundreds of dollars now.
Oh shit!
They were not worthless to us, but they were not that big of a deal back then.
Okay, so then why do they become so rare?
Because they never printed them ever again.
I see. So now like those cards are like 20, 30 years old at this point.
Yeah, exactly. So. And they're never making more of them, right? But there's so many cards back in the day. I would for I want to say this for dramatic effect, not literally, but I would piss on them. Right? Like, I would get wastelands. I would throw away. I vividly remember ripping up wastelands at the time. Like, just ripping them in half. Because, like, it's not as good as strip mine. Why would I give a fuck about wasteland? Excuse me. I really want to check how much wasteland's worth right now. One moment.
Is that a land card
Yes.
or okay?
It's a regular card, makes one colorless, and you can just tap it, destroy it, and destroy another land that's not a basic like forest, swamp, or island.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Then
It's pretty good. It's pretty good, right? So right now, the cheapest one I could find is $20 American. That's the cheapest one I could find. But under the old rules, strip mine was the same thing except destroy any land, no qualification.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's better then.
But due to what's legal in certain sets, wasteland became more rare than strip mine. Like in certain formats of the game, right? So wasteland wound up being worth more money than strip mine. But I just remember like, this card's literally worth strip mine, rip in half.
I mean, at the time, you didn't know. It's kind of like you truly never know sometimes with these things. It's kind of like the people who hold on to comic books thinking that they're going to be like these crazy collector items in like 20 years and they're like worthless.
I had Time Walk. What's Time Walk worth right now? That hurts less, actually. I thought it was going to be worth more.
How much is it?
It's only, the cheapest one I could find is only $500.
Oh, only $500. Jesus Christ.
It might be a slightly played version, but like, you know, I had one of those. You know, I kind of wish I kept them to this day, but you know, we didn't respect the cards the same way because it wasn't worth as much. Even Black Lotus was worth a couple $100 then. What's Black Lotus worth now?
I saw them in Japan, and there were, I mean, the yen to USD ratio, I don't know exactly.
Oh, even the cheapest one is still many thousands of dollars.
Yeah, it was thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap. I remember just looking at them, and I was like, my eyes popped out, because there was like many a zero.
It's like the card, right?
Right, exactly. Even somehow I know about that, so that's how you know.
So I never had that, but I had Time Walk, right? But like, so I don't know, you just don't respect the cards. Like, if I had my miniature dragon back in the day, I just never gave it the love it deserved because it was all about Sarah Angel and Shivan Dragon, which are fucking garbage cards by today's standards. But we played based off of vibes, not power rules, right?
I mean, but like in a way, that's kind of how these games should be. Like, I feel like the internet and like trying to make money and like this whole like grind set culture has kind of turned basically what used to be fun hobbies, like with Pokemon cards. It's like crazy. What used to be fun hobbies for things that for people to collect into like this like money game where now they're trying to like upsell all the cards or like
anything for money, right? It's like what Darkside Phil always said. You have people now take fighting games and they ruin the meta day one for money.
Right. No, I mean it's true. Like everything now has been like ruined by the need to commercialize everything. Yeah. So, you know, in a way, like I think it's a reflection of a better time.
It is. And like, yeah, I don't know, just it's a reflection of me of like, because we can't escape money. I'm like, how much money did I have in my hands that I never knew? Easily tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars.
That's true.
Easily. Any Magic player from my day, we all had fortunes and we never knew it. Because how could we have known? It was the 90s and we were dumb fucking kids.
Yeah, well, you know, you could go back and buy some Apple stock too while you're there.
Exactly.
While you're at it.
If only I kept all my moxes and bought a bunch of Apple stocks as like a fucking 12-year-old.
Yeah, and then you wouldn't be making videos. You wouldn't have to, I guess, make all these crazy videos on YouTube.
I could have a house instead of an apartment now.
Right.
Yeah.
You could actually have...
That's the lesson. If you're not locked in by the time you're 12, you fucked up and your life's already over.
Yeah, the fact that I didn't buy a house before like COVID, like I fucked up. I fucked up.
You should have bought a house when you're 11. Is when you should have bought a house.
Yeah, during like 2008, like financial.
Yeah. When you were a child was the time to buy a house.
And now I can't afford to buy anything, so in my area, which is very expensive. So here we are.
That's why I live like Rooflemonger. Why do you live in Toronto or Montreal? Because it's cheap here. It's cheap. I don't pay much in rent. That's why. That's why I get to do what I
Yeah.
do.
It's pretty ridiculous. Like my parents' house when they bought it was like, admittedly this was like 2010, but I think it went for like $350,000 USD, and it's like a pretty nice sized house. I mean, I don't know the exact square footage, but it's like on a half acre of land or something like that. And yeah, I think that same house is worth like $800,000
I was
now.
gonna say $1 million. That, to me, every house is just $1 million now.
Yeah, so it's really ridiculous, and like I don't know. I'm gonna be anyways. This is all to say, not to harp on my financial woes. I'm in a very good position, all things considered, but I cannot afford anything in my area, and so I will rent for probably the next 10 years, and that's what it is, you know.
I will I will be here till they kick me out. That's kind of where I'm at this point.
Like how often do they raise your rent at all?
No.
Wow, in today's day and age, that's crazy. Well, I mean, considering the neighborhood, I guess.
And my rent
They know
is
no
cheaper than everyone else's.
I mean, how long have you been there?
7 years?
Okay.
So I have very low incentive to leave.
Yeah, I was gonna say that if they're not even raising the rent at all in 7 years, like that's
My landlord's a
actually
beautiful
unheard
human
of.
being. My landlord is legitimately almost the closest you'll get to real life Hank Hill. He's a great guy. He'll give you the shirt off his back. He literally walks around with a tool belt. Like, so yeah, I'm here for a good while. Let's put it that way.
Hey, fair enough.
It's how I get to
got a
save
good
money.
deal for yourself.
It's
Right,
why I can go to
exactly.
Evo Vegas.
Yes, which is I'm sure very expensive from Canada, and the
And
Canadian
it
dollar
is,
is
and it's
not
probably going to be
helping.
even worse next year. But we'll get there when we get there.
Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, I mean, I'd love to meet you again, but we'll see.
We'll run across those bridges when we get there. Yeah. Anyways, back to the episodes.
Yes. Back to the
So,
episode. So, yes,
so
they figured out a way to trade cards, and
yeah, so they're doing card
come
trading
up.
stuff.
Yeah.
They talk about the recall card specifically. And this is where they figure out how to monopolize good uncommons for cheap rares. So it's like, okay, everyone wants to go in. They burn all their money trying to like random dice roll to get rares, and they don't get good rares. And then they're mad and they need to recall back to where they got to go to, right? And it's like, okay, we'll trade you recalls for all the rares we don't have. And they're like farming cards that way to fill up their book. So once again, the Magic thing was like, oh, you're building your 5th deck and you don't have another Swords to Plowshares or Path of Exile. You need them in all your decks. You need a Rampant Growth in all your decks. You need like a bunch of Magic staples. You need a Beast Within all your decks. And like, it's got 1 million printings. It's not hard to get, but this is the one too many and you fucked up. You bought the Hatsune Miku card, so you couldn't buy 3 more Beast Withins.
I thought maybe this is a different card they're talking about, but they also were like going up to people and being like, "Oh, you're trying to leave the game."
Yeah, so they're giving them the recalls, right?
Yeah.
So you here's my uncommon. Give me your bad rare.
Recall is the word for it in like Magic terms.
I'm just using a generic term. I can't remember the term they use specifically, but
the leave card.
Yeah.
Where they can like literally leave the game.
They're literally like effectively bad faith scamming people on trade value. They're taking less valuable cards that people just don't have at the moment.
Right, exactly. They're getting more valuable ones in return because they're just trying to leave the game. You know? They're not trying to win the game anymore.
Yeah, so it's like actually kind of a little low-level way bad faith trading, but that's what Gon does, I guess.
I mean, they were literally scamming people like with the arm wrestling thing. So I don't know.
They got some scammer blood in them, so it's not beyond them.
For sure. But yeah, and then so they get a rare card, which is a little bit more important down the line. Which is
Wild Luck Alexandrite.
Yes, the Wild Luck Alexandrite.
Which I also have written here as Mox Diamond. Just because it's sort of, anyways, but yeah, they go back to the all the sick people ninja village, and then with that remove curse amulet, you can like cure them all, and then that completes the quests.
Right, exactly, and they get it, and it's it's like a much rarer card.
Yeah,
It's
like
the rarest
almost
card they've
nobody
gotten so
actually has
far.
the card. And specifically, Genthru the Big Bad does not have that card.
Right, exactly. And so at that point, they get called into a team meeting from the guy, the
Yeah, like a
other
bunch of, yeah,
team.
Ra's al Ghul and like the rest of them are like,
Yes, they learn about like basically kind of like how there's like rankings that you can go into like an item store or something. You can see people's rankings and then which
yeah,
cards
a lot of like
they
the
have.
rules get there. There's definitely the one girl is Ryder's barely disguised fetish girl.
Dude, her boobs would not stop jiggling. I
Uh,
was like, is this a DOA game?
it's
With the
that one
boob
South
jiggle
Park
physics
episode.
turned all the way up.
She was like breasting bouncily around the whole time, and like, and she's like basically gone the same episode, right? So like,
Yeah.
it was just like somebody on the team's like, no, we have to put this in. Just, I need this. You have to do this for me. Like,
Oh, there's a guy on her team that looks like Fred Durst.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is this?
It's just like someone had like a very specific like, I need this for this episode.
Yeah. Someone was like, I need to put my my fetish and also
Yeah.
like my self
My
insert
OC.
OC or something in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was but yeah, anyway, so the idea
And
so like
because
that
Killua specifically, they just hate each other out of the gate. So when they're doing Killua yells, she yells, it's just an excuse to have her boobs bouncing more on every shot they come back
no,
to her.
she's just like talking and her like boobs are jiggling in real
Yeah.
time. And
And
I'm
they're,
like,
they're
what?
not saying, like, nothing happens here. It's just an excuse to animate this. It's
It
just like,
is
this kid's just a dumb bitch. And she's like, well, yeah, you're just fucking stupid. And it's like 7 minutes of this.
I mean, to be fair, like there are other scenes which we will get to shortly where it's like, is this the writer's secret fetish or
Yeah.
something? Like, what?
This has
Why is
happened
this
more than
happening?
once in the show. So,
Yes.
and I'm sure it will happen again.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, there's even worse scenes in these next few episodes, but
There's
we'll
one
get into
scene where, like,
that.
I don't even know if I want to say it out loud, to be honest with you. Like,
Well, we have to get through it. So, but anyway, so like,
I have
anyways,
here that card rules, big pointless fight. They talk about like inventory glitch, how you can take it out of your inventory, but it's not
Yes.
used yet.
Right. Before you press the scan button or
And like
whatever.
you got to talk to NPCs multiple times to get all the dialogue, like an RPG.
Right.
And eventually they talk about Razor. They finally like introduce him in his 14 devils. And like legit, like
Right.
when I said that they spend like 7 minutes on the yelling, they did. Like, we barely talked about the episode. That's basically the episode.
Oh, one thing I do want to mention though is that so they talk about the rules or whatever the information is kind of useless, right? All this
Yeah.
like kind of like flavor text. But then their ultimate plan is that they're going to monopolize one of the card types that no one else has.
Yeah.
And so that card type, like literally no one else has gotten that. And so that's where we learn about Razor, right? And
Yeah,
his
because like he
merry
has
step.
one that nobody's got yet. Like the Wild Luck Alexandra, it's like 2 people have it. Like Go and
Yeah,
somebody
something
else.
like that.
But like the one with Razor, nobody in the game has the card or has ever had the card.
Right. And so they're trying to stop Genthru from clearing the game by monopolizing this.
Yeah, so if
one
we get
card,
this,
essentially.
too bad, bud. Like, because the way they make it look, like once you beat Razor, that's it. It's a 1 of 1, you know?
Right.
Except they have
And
a copy card,
so-
so they have 3 right away. But what? Sure.
Yes, they'll have a few copies once all of this is over. But yeah, so they learn like they have to go to a place called like Sofrabi and like they all
Like a sea city, like
yes,
NPC
there's a
city.
sea by the city, and there's like 15 of them, and so by having 15 of them come at the same time, it like triggers an event essentially.
Yeah, it's like we need a raid group.
Yes,
for
we
an
need a
MMO.
raid group of 15 people
Yeah.
to trigger this event. And basically, like, they run into this NPC. She says, if you get rid of Razor and his band of pirates, I'll show you where, like, the
You get the
treasure is,
MacGuffin.
or- Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. But yeah, so that is the episode.
Yeah, and then we go to episode 68, Pirates and Guesses. And I'm a fan of this episode as we get some Duskoy action here. We meet like some of the evil crew of Razor, and they're all like pirates,
Mhm.
right? And
Yeah,
one
they
is
got
a
the-
sumo pirate.
I will say they got the little Poppy Bros hats. I thought it was really
Yeah,
cute.
no, it's a whole aesthetic they got going on there.
It is. It's unique.
But yeah, so they got that, and it's like, enter the ring, beat me, blah blah blah, and it's literally like Honda's level 3 sumo fire ring, and he's doing like
It's
the
pretty
and like he's putting him in the flames, like he does everything other than tossing him the same way, right? It almost makes me wonder if like Honda's level 3 is somewhat inspired by that,
I have no clue. I mean, maybe.
because it's the only other time in my life I've seen a sumo fire ring.
Yeah, you're right. That's not something you normally see, actually.
But yeah, there's a small rivalry built up here of Killua versus the big dude, because they come back to this several times.
Yes,
Like
they
Killua sort of
do.
clowns on him a bit, and then immediately
Right.
we just go to Razor, and it's like, okay, I'm Razor. Let's do the quest. Here's my sports challenges.
Yes, so it's like almost like I don't know, for lack of a better word, like a sports anime meetup where like if they can win 8 matches out of like
Yeah,
the
we have 15
or
guys on each
whatever.
side, and the first to 8 wins.
Yes. And it's really funny because this is a trend I've noticed in this anime is like the moment someone gets overconfident or cocky, like they're about to lose.
Mhm.
100%.
Oh yeah, that's super
Um
anime trope.
Yes, it's just like very obvious though because there's like and you can get into this, but there's like multiple essentially matches where like
Yeah.
someone's getting very
Oh well, he is this and I'm this, so therefore I'm gonna win. You lose. Like done. Like the
Right,
first one,
exactly.
the boxing challenge, right? And this
Yes.
guy's kind of like, he's like he knows how to box, and like they
Right.
sort of figure out a gimmick right out of the gate, where like, okay, so Nen's allowed, so he's gonna use so ranged attacks are allowed. So the guy
Mhm.
just starts doing Guile's Sonic Puncher level 2, and he's like tossing out Sonic Booms with his punches, basically, right?
Right.
But then, because he's over, the other guy does it even better than him, and he's Janemba from Dragon Ball Movie 12.
Yes, he can literally teleport body parts around.
Yeah, so he can just teleport, cuts it, and he goes for a cross counter uppercut, and just the fist appears under the guy's chin, and it's a knockout. And if you don't know boxing, the reason that's a thing, it's not because the hit hits any harder, is it shakes your head so hard it turns your brain off.
Ooh.
That's why that's a thing. It doesn't matter how tough you are. You can be the toughest guy in the world, that will still knock your ass all the way out.
Yeah, it's kind of like someone like hits you in like your ear canal, right?
Yeah.
And then your sense of
If you
balance
get
goes off.
discombobulated.
Right. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter how bulky you are. You don't have like big ass muscles on the sides of your head, right?
Your brain doesn't have muscles. All your brain knows is, oh, I just got ping-ponged in here and I'm shutting off for a second.
Right.
Yeah. Surprisingly, like in regular punches, you know why boxers have brain damage? It's because you get punched in the face thousands of times for a profession. Your brain is not meant to take that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if they're paying you the big bucks, then maybe you can afford the treatment and stuff like that.
If it's worth it. And the idea is you win enough to retire young, then the damage isn't done all the way.
Right. It's not permanent damage.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're doing that. So he loses. And they just do they just do a couple more. It's like, okay, we are so clearly outclassed on all these dumb sport challenges. I do hire they have a guy with the sumo real quick, and he does a proper tachi eye. Like he's down, like hand down, explodes out, proper tachi eye. Fan of that. But then they're like, okay, we just lost. Like we're wasting our fucking time. We're just gonna lose. So throw all the matches. Of which they introduce, all we need is one different person and we can just try again. So like theoretically they can just keep gaming the system, right?
And like you had a bunch of people like from that original 15 basically say like, oh, we don't want to be part of this anymore. Like we're out. We don't want to be targets.
Yeah.
So they need to find one more person.
Yeah. So like you have the core crew, and as long as there's more, you can almost try infinitely as long as there's more players, right?
Right. Exactly.
The only thing is they realize, like, okay, we need some more like people our rough power level. Otherwise, this isn't gonna work, right?
Right.
So this is where they ring up the phone. Well, let's check out who this Crollo Lucifer guy really is.
Mm-hmm.
And then, boops! It's the Joker baby. It's Hisoka, and he's back.
And that's right. We see
Stark
the scene
fucking naked.
that got this fighting game banned in Australia because it's a Nen Impact in the story mode.
Yeah. So he's Stark. Okay, so I never did story because I didn't want to get spoiled. So I know that scene's in the game apparently.
It is in story mode, yes.
So he's stark naked, and he has his hair down, which I'm sure a lot of people are a big fan of the look. He looks exactly like Iori.
You can't deny, like he.
Like I'm expecting to hear
kind of is a good-looking guy.
Dosha, like start doing that, you know, like.
Yeah, he's got like the red kind of.
Yeah,
like,
and he's got like the red shit. Like he looks a lot like.
Kinda.
I don't know if it's on purpose, but he looks a lot like Iori with his hair down. But he's just there, completely naked. And it's like, yeah, let's have a whole conversation while I'm naked in front of you. And then Bisky's like, oh my days, like, you know, like.
Right.
I'm literally like junk level with you because I'm 2 feet tall.
Right, and they're like really emphasizing this point that like we're just like staring
Staring
right
at your dick.
his-
Like, yeah. And he's like, whatever. Like, I'm just having a regular conversation. You know?
Right, and like Bisky's like, oh my, and she gets like this super like Bishoujo style.
Yeah, there's
like,
a moment,
portrait
have
of
her, like, I
eyes.
don't know the proper terminology, but I have her, she's like drawn Sailor Moon style, like Rosa Versailles
Rosa
style.
Versailles,
Yeah.
yeah, like Rosa Versailles style.
Like that hyper, like not this anime's look at all, right?
Yeah, so I thought like that aspect of it was really cute, but it's like,
Oh my God, just remembered. You remember Manon's outfit 3?
which remind me what it looks like.
Like the very French look. Like, for the benefit of the few viewers that are still with us at this point, God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Because I know she's got her normal one. She's got like the one with the big poofy like boa on her
Yeah.
shoulders. Oh yeah. That you're right. It's a
Yeah.
Rosa Versailles reference.
Well,
I forgot.
no, it's not. People dress like that in real life.
Not?
What do you? Rosa Versailles is set in France, right?
Okay, right.
It's the real world. It's not some anime world. And so many people at the time it's like, oh, it's a Rosa Versailles reference. No, this is a French aristocrat. Like, yes, they dressed like this in Rosa
was big
Versailles.
in Japan.
There's looks like this in Rosa Versailles, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, this is an actual real world look. Like,
Okay, I mean, fair enough.
like someone who knows a lot about Napoleonic France, right? And once again, Rosa Versailles, based in the era, right? Like, just it just bugs me. Like
I don't know. I think you're getting a little too much into semantics. That's saying like I don't know, like a show like Rurouni Kenshin, let's say, like it's based on samurai, or like the time of the Shinsengumi. That's being like
no, it's
oh,
just like it's a real world aesthetic, but you're so anime brained. Your only reference to the real world style is the anime that referenced it.
okay, but then this is like a very anime show, so
I know,
think the
but-
inspiration would probably be Rosa Versailles.
Okay, imagine this fine gentleman who I don't know is playing music, right?
Okay.
Oh wow, he's just like Persona 5. That's the same thing to me. Look at all these Persona 5 people. They're ripping off the Persona 5 music.
I don't think that's the correct, because like they have a very different aesthetic, and also Persona is not really like it's pop.
You don't know
plus-
Persona fans, trust me.
Okay.
They'll hear anything remotely jazzy, like, oh, it's Persona.
Have you ever heard the group oh, what are they called? Jamber. Shoot, what are they called? Jamber.
But it's just like, say you saw this, right? It'd be the same to me as someone saying, oh, wow, it's like Fist of the North Star. Like, no, this is what Fist of the North Star is ripping off. You know, like, this is, you're forcing the homage back onto the original.
I see. Okay, so Persona 5 music sounds exactly like this one band called, I might be mispronouncing, Jamiroquai?
Jamiroquai?
Something like that. It's called, okay, the type of style is called is what it says according to Wikipedia is acid jazz.
Do you mean this Jamiroquai?
No, I think they're black. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
There's like
I can't
one.
trust anyone who talks about Persona music anymore because like.
Okay, so there's one song called, I want to say called Canned Heat that sounds almost exactly
Like
a
legit, Persona 5
song.
fan would look at this. You know, wow, it's just like Persona 5.
See, the funny thing is, I think of The World Ends With You.
Like, no, it's just Shibuya. It's like Japan's Times Square. Like, it's just a real world thing.
All right, fair enough. Now we're arguing semantics, so and I need to go to bed tonight. So
No, we're gonna get through it. We're getting through it here. But yeah, so yeah. Anyways, so the art style, which is what did us there. So they had a very, admittedly, the art style, the anime is like Rose of Versailles. That's an anime art style. It's just the dress comes from real world
also,
France.
like, okay, sorry, but like Bisky's like the extreme zoom in on like the shoujo face, like that's also very Rose of Versailles.
Yes, that is the art style, the animation style is. But it just bugged me because people take that thing and like, well, they invented the clothes of revolutionary France. Like, no, revolutionary France invented the clothes of revolutionary France.
All right, fair enough.
Anyways, so we do that. Then, okay, so here's one of my bigger problems. So they go into the new city, the city of love. So there's a shot where they're walking together, and it is clear Killua is just staring at Gon's ass.
You mean a Hisoka?
Or yeah, sorry, Hisoka is telling it. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Killua will have his problem in a moment. And then they're like, you know what? You need to walk in front of us. Like, actually, like. But then they get there, and the whole idea, because, you know, it's the city with the NPCs, is it's like every romance trope ever. Like, it's like girl falls off, like, oh, my glasses, and then immediately then bumps in the girl with like the toast in her mouth. Oh, I'm late for school. Like, you know, it's every like moment to bump in. And then it's a bunch of like surly looking dudes like got the girl on the wall. And she's like, help me. And Gon's like, no, like you let her go right now. And Killua, rape apologist, stops Gon
from saving this like girl.
Yeah, it's like she's in distress, there's a bad thing about, and Killua's like, let it happen. Now granted, yes, they're the NPCs, this is all the pre-programmed stuff, right? But like on initial play to me, that didn't play so good.
Yeah, the optics of that are not great.
Yeah.
Also, this is random, but like is like the word for love in Mandarin, Chinese. I don't know if it's the same in Japanese, but yeah, it's a on the nose reference.
Fair enough. But yeah, it's just like nonstop anime romance tropes. Like it's the whole city, right?
Right, and then like at this point, Killua now he's like. There's a whole section where he's like psychoanalyzing everything.
Yeah, he's like getting into like his Death Note vibes, like trying to like psychoanalyze them. Like he's realizing Hisoka's lying, and he's completely actually correct. But Hisoka does the skin graft thing, so when he's showing his contact list, he like blanks out the Phantom Troop,
right? So
they can't see that. Right, and I do note here, like at 3 different points, he makes the noises. Like making little Hisoka noises, right? So I just know that because it happens really quick, multiple steps. He's like, gotcha, and he's like, oh, I'll show you this. You know, doing a little noise. So
it's a very anime sound effect because I don't think people do that in real life.
No, but yeah, he used his texture power again just to fake his contact list, basically.
Yes, because he said that, I don't know if we ever explained that, he said that he was there looking for the rest of the spiders. And
he knows damn well where they are, right? And this is, so Killua's got a good idea, but Gon has no idea. But Gon accidentally is like, made me look at your contact list, and Killua's like, this is it. Like, if I do it, it'll be too suspicious. Gon doesn't know nothing about nothing, so it'll look natural there. Right. And then he skin grafts on his contact list that doesn't show the spiders.
Yep, and then kind of ends there.
Basically. Yeah, and that's the end of the episode, actually. So the next episode is episode 69, A Heated Showdown, if you want to take that one.
Yeah. Oh, I remember the guy's name now. Tezgera. Not whatever Al Ghul.
Not Ra's al Ghul?
Not Ra's al Ghul. His name's Tezgera.
I'm still going to call him Ra's al Ghul.
Okay, well, anyway, so they recruit the other dude, like his team.
Yeah, like they're pulling the resources together.
Yeah, and then they fill the rest of the team up with randos. Yeah, essentially, right? And then they go back to the.
Oh, just real quick, it's established at this point. Team Genthru, Daddy, has every card in the game now except for Wild Beach and the Alexandrite card that Gon has.
Right.
Exactly. So he has everything but 2.
So they really need this card, essentially. And so they decide, okay, we're going to monopolize this card. We're going to, go back and keep it for ourselves. But yeah, so they recruit all these people. They fill the rest of the party with just like these like jobber rando guys.
Yeah, they got enough skilled people, but then it's like, okay, we just filled the other 15 with you guys.
Right. Okay, and it's at this point, I was like, is the voice actor for
at this
Razor...
point, you just blanked out.
Oh, sorry. At this point, I was like, is the voice actor for Razor...
You just said at this point again, and then it just blanked out. I think you got to move the finger closer. Okay. I'm sorry.
So I realized at this point...
Yes.
Is the voice actor... Is it so... You still got you?
I got you.
Is the voice actor for Razor the voice actor for Xehanort from Kingdom Hearts? Because it's this very like low, gravely. He's in the first game. It's like the villain with the wait. No, well, that's.
I remember the cloud fight. That's the only thing I remember about the first game.
Okay. So okay. Well, technically, it's Ansem in the first game, but I think they all have the same voice actor. Anyways, like the really low gravelly.
He's got a very deep gravelly voice. In
the silver hair and like the dark skin. Like I can swear I didn't look it up, but I could almost swear it's his voice actor because like the moment he started speaking, I was like, oh, this guy should be talking about like darkness and light and friendship, but he's not.
Well, it's the same thing with Uvogin. When I heard him say the one word in the right inflection, like, it's Ragnar the Blood Edge. Like, just, yeah.
Exactly. It just, like, instantly threw me back to that. But anyway, so so they go back to, like, the sumo guy from before.
Yeah, they're just doing the sports challenges really quick.
Yes, they're doing sports challenges, and then they go back to the sumo guy.
Well, they do the boxing guy first, but now they know what's up. And just real quick, it's like literally Rushdown versus Zoner. It's like,
the dude fucks him up. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like, okay, you do long. Okay, I'm just gonna get in your face and punch you in the face. Like, now you can't zone me. You lose.
Right.
Yeah.
And then so like it cuts to this sumo guy, and basically he really wants to fight Killua, and I forget exactly why.
They've had like 3 mini fights between this and then.
Okay.
They just keep at each other, right? It's like a mini rivalry.
Right. And for whatever reason, like the sumo guy tries to like start a revolt.
It's like, I don't care about the rules. Screw the rules. I just want to fight this kid. And Razor's like, are you sure about that, bud? Like,
right.
And it's like, oh, I don't give a shit. And then he just volleyballs his fucking head off.
Yeah, he literally executes him. And then you're like, oh, these guys are like...
They're not NPCs.
People. Yeah. Right, they're not NPCs.
And this is when Hisoka realizes, like, wait, what? This isn't a game? What? Like, he didn't know. Right. Yeah.
Everyone's just like, oh, okay, like, these are actual real people. And later you learn on they're all, like, convicts. Yeah. But yeah, so basically the next game is a 8-on-8 dodgeball game.
Yeah, so at this point, then Razor's like, okay, screw everything else. Don't even worry about it. We're going to do 8 on... And by the way, this is worth the 8 points. So this game makes every other game pointless.
Right. This is like the big thing that they have.
Like, there was literally no other point to anything because this is the only thing that actually decides who wins.
Right. So 8v8 dodgeball match. And like Razor summons a bunch of like Nen constructs. Like
he summons the Nen Devils.
Whatever. Yes, Nen Devils or whatever to be his other players. And then some guy on Tezgera's team, like the military-looking dudes, like on their team, they summon like 2 monkeys, basically.
Yes. So, I have all caps words there, but just Gon does ask about his dad, and Razor knows his dad, and then he's like, "Oh, okay, now like there's stakes here, right?"
Right, exactly.
But yeah, then dude who was like he was like in the background for like last 3 episodes. He shows up and summons 2 fucking gorillas out of nowhere, and like they're part of the team. And like,
yeah,
I got here my notes. Monkeys saved the fucking day, and I spelled fucking wrong. I typoed it as always. And then why isn't he in the fighting game? If I could have my gorilla puppet character, especially with the powers they have, like that would have been my. Oh, he would have been on the team because I would still would have played Uvu again regardless. So my team would have been Bisky, Uvu again, and that guy.
Funny about the gorillas is that they have main character energy. Like they're the most Chad looking monkeys.
They're big,
like,
friggin' gorillas.
They're big. They got like really like chiseled jawlines, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, like these guys could fuck you up.
They are
like,
Harambe stock.
They are huge.
Yeah. And okay, and then we go for that. And I just have one word right here. Graphs. Because we're just back to that. This hell of graphs, like explaining like their weird custom brew version of dodgeball.
Yeah, my eyes glazed over. And to be fair, also Gon's did as well, like as he's done
to the show's credit, every time they do that, they have Gon as they're like, I don't even know. Like you talk, you can tell me, sure. I'm checked out. Like
right. But basically they're like explaining the dodgeball rules or whatever, and there's like a whole bounce rule that they get into, which
like
yeah.
I don't even want to try to. It's dumb bounce rules. Yes. But yeah. We just dodgeball from here. We learned very early on Razor's low key fucked up. Like he will just pulp whoever he hits.
Yeah.
Because the one power we learn immediately is the guy with the gorillas can swap places with the gorilla.
Right.
So right before the ball hits him, he goes to gorilla, and he just deletes the gorilla. Like it explodes his head off.
Yeah. It was going to be his head, and then he swaps it, so it's not his head, it's the gorilla's head, and it's like, oh shit, like he's fighting to murder.
Yeah, and they literally do some like Dragon Ball, like, speed of the, like they're doing that, like, you know, the Piccolo and Tien on the sidelines discussion.
They're just providing commentary, essentially. Yeah. And then like, funny enough, the military dude, he like talks a big game later on, but then he just like gets hit.
He does nothing. Like,
he literally
like,
does nothing.
To his credit, he didn't die like the gorilla did. Like that's his strength.
Right. I think that's the one thing about this dodgeball game that also kind of pissed me off is like you said earlier, like people like Bisky, like just like getting off these like probably the most powerful person in that room. Honestly, just getting off.
Like it's like, not. I think it's the next. We'll also bring it up here. So Bisky literally is killed off on a technicality.
Yeah.
Because like it bounced off the side of her long, flowing like Victorian dress, and that counts as an out.
Right. And like I get that they're trying to get the focus to be on, like I said, on the team up, but I was just like, it doesn't feel right somehow.
They're doing the thing where like this moment's not about you, even though it's the Tournament of Power. Tournament of Power, Majin Buu, even though he's not the strongest character, is so uniquely, he wins by himself.
Right.
And they do their goddamnest to write him off the tournament. Oh, they don't even let him do it. He's in the tournament.
Yeah, he's like asleep or something.
And he's asleep.
Right?
So it's like, you don't count, bye.
Yeah, it's literally like, your strongest member is just like not in the game.
Because they even power him up before the Tournament of Power. He beats Goku clean. And then he's like, yeah, shit, I guess I'm Majin Buu. I'm back, baby. I'm Majin Buu. And it's like, he can just turn Jiren into chocolate. He can't be ringed out. Like, everything about Majin Buu's power set, even if he doesn't punch the hardest, means he can't lose the Tournament of Power. So, just like Bisky, he has to be kind of written off.
Yes, exactly. Kind of like lazy writing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's a few times where, like, you see, like, Hisoka, he, like, uses his bungee gum, Nen, to pull the ball back. And so
that's clever use of the powers. And then he's like, by the way, I don't know guys, if you've heard of this, but this has the powers of rubber and gum. So
he says it again. And I'm like, okay, guys, we don't need to say it every single
and like, you know
time.
what? I might have forgotten. So thank you very much. I appreciate that.
But
they're just trading kill shots. Like,
yes,
because when they're hitting like the lower level devils, they just delete them too. Up until it turns out all the devils have like a number or whatever, right? It's like, oh, we're gonna take out 6 and 7, but then they merge together to become 13, and then it's like a giant, which is in the game too. It's one of his moves, and then he can just tank the kill shots.
Yeah, basically, and then like somehow that's legal. So this is a wild ass game, but like I feel like they're just making up rules on the spot.
Oh, absolutely.
Whatever.
Like it's like we have the power to have all the powers we want kind of fight.
Exactly.
Like at some point we have ended this up. We've talked past this episode, so at some point we're on episode 70 now, Guts and Courage. And like the one thing I got here, at some point Gon blocks a shot from Razor, but like almost kills him to do it. Like you cannot do this more than once.
Yeah, he braces his arms, but then his feet get knocked back, so he slams into the wall,
and he's out too. Like they're allowed one person out can come back in. So Gon will burn that later, and Bisky's like, save it for the end, right? Which, now that I think about it, why didn't Bisky use it?
Well, Gon insisted that
I know he's a bitch, but like,
like,
okay, you know what? They have a million things where like, we can win, but we need to win with honor. So like, they're just being fucking stupid about it.
They gotta win their way or whatever.
Yeah. Even though this is to the death, if I don't win the way I want to win, I'm going to fucking Alt F4 out of this, like, I won't let you do this.
It's a bit of a theme, as you can see, so.
But yeah, the new episode, once again, episode 70, so we're finally getting near the end here. It turns out each gorilla has its own displacement power. The one gorilla switches with the master, the other gorilla can switch with anybody else.
Right.
So even though they're a lot weaker gorilla guy, he almost knocks Razor out. Because he whips the ball at the gorilla. It's like Jujutsu Kaisen. He whips the ball at the gorilla, and then the gorilla displaces with Razor, and then whoop, and he just gets clocked in the head.
Yeah, that guy actually did way more in the story than like Bisky or like the Tezgera guy.
And I do appreciate he's like, even though it doesn't work out in the end, he almost got like a big victory moment off tactics rather than pure power.
No, it was cool.
But then it turns out the devils, they do there's got to be a term besides this fucking comic book term, but they fastball special. So the big one picks up the little one and throws them, and then the little one like saves Razor. With like the bouncing rules they established in the graphs. Yes,
very complicated graphs.
At some point here, I just wrote down because he does it. Hisoka goes, does that little clown noise again. Oh, and this is definitely where the Bisky moment happened, because I did, what is this fucking technicality? So that's definitely when Bisky got hit, because they hit the side of her dress.
Yeah, whatever. There's like a little like chunk taken out, basically.
Like, sure, like her dress is like 5 times wider than she is. Like that shouldn't count. But
yeah, no, definitely not. Like I said, technicality.
Oh, and this is when Gon forces himself back into the rule, and like it's clearly he has a concussion right now. Because she's like, Gon, are you sure you can go in? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go in. He's sure? Yeah, I'm gonna go in. What's 1 + 1? Yeah, I'm gonna go in. Like, so he's concussed right now. Like,
yeah, he is determined to get in there.
That doesn't play under today's sporting rules, by the way. Now that we know how concussions work, like that don't fly no more.
Right. But no, but he insists, and then like he makes a comeback, right? He blows out like a huge fireball or whatever.
This is one of the moments I talked to you right before we did the recording. This is one of the moments I want to use the music that'll definitely get this video copyright striked. Because it's like, because Razor has some pride in him. That's very clear out of the gate. Right. Like Razor is, even though it's dodgeball, Razor's never going to try to dodge. Right?
Right.
So, okay, Cell. You think you can just stand here and take my attacks? And then it's like, because he's powering up, and then powering up, and then Gon officially goes, Final Flash! And like the like the music's playing, and I want the music's so good, but it'll definitely get us copyright striked. So, and like he has a Final Flash moment, basically, right? But he aims it on the big boy, not on Razor, and it knocks the big boy out. So it's like. Now on the constantly like hyper escalating power level we're going here, like this is the most Dragon Ball the show's been to this point.
I was actually getting it is more Dragon Ball vibes, but there's like a specific move in Naruto that he uses called like Rasengan or something like that.
The
Where it's like he's
Rasengan?
like,
I know a little bit about that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like he's like charges it up, or maybe it's Rasengan. I don't know. He
Yeah.
charges it up, and so I was like, oh, okay, like he's
I
going
know
for
that,
like
but
a
like as
big.
someone who grew up with Dragon Ball, I'm like, oh, so he has a little baby ball. Who cares? Like, I always looked at that move as like sort of pathetic.
I mean,
And
I
it
guess
makes
like in the
Naruto
grand
fans, I'm sure the
scheme of
Naruto fans,
things.
like the Rasengan's actually anime's greatest attack of all time or something. I don't know. It's just like a shitty little ball. Like that's
I mean,
Yamcha does that in the original Dragon Ball. He does that, and it's more entertaining
Right.
than me. So
No, I mean like the scale is not exactly the same. Like
yeah,
literally can destroy planets versus like they're
no,
just
but yeah, to me this was
eating other ninjas.
lower stakes final flash in volleyball, dodgeball.
I see. I
Yeah.
see. That's a good comparison actually.
And this is where then Razor starts getting real, because then Gon has like this big aura, right? And then Razor has like the dark Hado. Like, he's like going to Kuma like, swoosh! Like, he's like
Right,
starting to
he-
glow like that. Like,
Like he's preparing himself to receive it.
yeah.
Right.
And then he does the actual volleyball serve. Like, actual volleyball, because he's going to
Yeah.
do it and then spike. And that's when Hisoka bungee gums his ass. Because it technically hits you, right? And you're not returning the serve. So he just pulls it to the side to get it. So that counts as like out.
And out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically. So he's out.
Yeah. But they also get to pull themselves in once too, like Gon did, right? So
Right.
he gets to use the same rules, so they're back in. But that was a really smart moment, right? Like he just gimmicked them. Like, yes, you could tank the final flash, but then it's just like yoink. Like,
Yeah, I think one thing that's really I really like about this section is that they're very creative with how the powers work together. Like I feel like in other shows, you know, like Dragon Ball, for example,
Yeah.
they're just like shooting all these like energy blasts at
Yeah,
each
but
other,
yeah,
and, like
and it never
and
works.
big smash, and you power up, right? But here you're actually getting really creative with like how
they're
these
using
powers
the
are
power
coming
set in a
together.
fun way. Like,
Yeah, so I was like,
it's
that-
raw power versus smarts. Like Razor is the raw power. He doesn't need technique. He can just literally kill you with one hit. So everyone else has to like start thinking about the rules. And here's established. So Gon's now done 2 super punches. And it's like the problem is he's getting a little tired. And Killua has to hold the ball for him to do it, right? And the problem is Killua is basically taking the punch every time to hold the ball.
Yeah, they gave some weird reason. There's like, oh, he can't shield his hands because
He can only shield himself a little bit because it
speed,
interferes with like the key of the hit. So they show his hands, and it's like his hands are broken, basically.
Yeah. So that, and it's pretty brutal too. Like it's it's not just like, ooh, it's a little ouchy. Like they look fucked up and swollen and everything.
And this is where Ra's al Ghul is like, okay, I'm a tactician. Like I'm still in the fight. I'm a little hurt, but like you're done, right? So like, let me do the next one. And Killua's like, no. And then he shows his hands, and his hands are like done, right?
Right.
And then they're just like, we're not doing this if we can't win with the power of friendship, then I don't want to win.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, literally like the state of you winning this game, and maybe your whole lives depend on this, but sure.
Like, yeah, like the guy makes actual sense. Like there's nothing he says that's wrong. But it's like, if we can't do it with power, friendship, and love, we don't deserve to win.
Right.
That's
first end of the episode, right?
Yeah, it's basically the episode. They're down to the 3. Like the actual 3 characters that matter now, right?
Yes.
That's our final episode for here, episode 71, Bargain and Deal. And let's go through. It's not really much of it. Like we have, actually, the one thing, they cheaped the fuck out on this episode. The first like 10 minutes is half stills.
Yeah, they're
like as an Eva fan, I can notice the budget scenes real fast. Because not only are they stills, they're pre-existing stills from earlier shots.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
So they're saving money here.
Well, the one new thing they did do, there are a lot of still shots, especially where they're like showing the stance that Hisoka, Gon, and Killua are in.
Yeah, they have like this weird try stance.
They have to receive the ball, right?
It's like the brothers from Grand Blue when they form like their human fortress attack.
Yes, and where they're like running around the stage, kind of like in like a pyramid.
Human
or something
pyramid
like that.
attack. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like similar vibes, but there's actually a figure of that stance that you can buy online of like, Gon and then
Yeah.
like Killua's like pressed up and then you have like
Like
Hisoka
it's
facing the
smart
other
because the
way.
idea is if we just do this normally, every one hit, Razor's just gonna kill us.
Right.
So if all three of us take the hit together, using like Gon, bungee gum to like stop it in place so it won't bounce, because just the
Right.
force of it will bounce him off, right? And then like Killua doesn't need his hands; he just braces the rest of it. So that's
Right. But
smart. It's smart.
it's an iconic it's like iconic, so like they
Yeah.
made a figure out of it. I was like, I want this figure, but anyways, it's like $80, so I don't want to buy it. I don't want to spend money on that.
That's expensive enough. But yeah, so like the idea is okay. We can do this to survive the hits now. Of course, Razor still has to take the hit too. And it turns out, Gonku, even though they said explicitly earlier he's used up most of his power, turns out he's got his most powerful one to date right now.
That's right. He wasn't at his full power.
Exactly. I was only using 5% of my power, actually. So
Exactly.
sure, what anime logic, whatever. But like, Kill was kind of like, this one, like, I don't got one more of these in me. Like, you got to make this one work, right?
Right.
And this is another smart one. So Razor powers up. Razor dismisses like all of his other buddies. So all the Nen, he doesn't need the Nen on the Nen Devils. So all the power just goes into him. So he's even stronger now, right? So he's like matched up to Gon's matchup. So he won't get knocked out. And he's going to do the same thing. He's going to bounce it up. And he's going to, well, we'll get to it here. So he's going to bounce it up like towards them.
Yeah, towards Gon, and then he thinks Gon's gonna like try to catch it.
Yeah, because they're at the point. It's like we're doing this to the death. You could literally dodge the ball and win.
Right.
Play dodgeball, right? But I'm saying this full power, and it's like if you're the man I know you are, after that full power shot, you're gonna take this and die. So you're not gay.
Yeah,
basically.
He does a hard read, and then Gon drops the combo.
Yeah, like sorry, I'm using the not woke. I'm using like 90s terms here, right? If you don't block this and die, you're gay. That's basically it, right? That's kind of his logic. But it's like, and Gon's like, yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll die. I don't give a shit. I'm not a baby. But then turns out he's done. Like he just he dodges the ball by falling over. He just passed out.
Yeah, drops combo. Like
he drops the combo. Yeah, but then they win. But then Hisoka's like, I'm not winning this way. I need Gon's legacy to win in the most fucking dumb fucking way possible. So now I'm going to bungee gum the ball back to you. So I'm giving you another chance to murder us. Right? And then Razor's like, okay, I'll murder you. Sure. And now you're not in the human pyramid, so you're just going to die. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But then the trick, because once again, he already showed it in the human pyramid, he bungee gums to stop the bounce off the human pyramid, right?
So it sticks to his hands.
Yeah. So when he's ready to volleyball serve it back at him, he bungee gums it to his hands, so it just stays on him. And so then all of the force just barrels his ass backwards. And then, you're ringed out. Game. That's it.
And that's it?
Yeah, so, and it's like, and once again, this technique over raw power, because at every point of the fight, Razor's been stronger than them.
Right.
But fuck me if it's not asinine that he only wins on a technique. Gon was willing to just die and take the hit. And then he only lived because he passed out. And then Hisoka was like, no. We're not taking this godsend luck as it is. Let's try one more time. So in wrestling parlance, so I can get my shit in. And sure, just...
Yeah, I mean, I think at some point, I don't remember exactly when in the Greed Island arc, but like someone literally says to Gon, it's like, you're gonna... I might just be making this up, but someone says like, that was a selfish move. Like,
yeah, they bringing this up like right before this match of Gon making selfish decisions. And all this is more selfish decisions.
Yes. So you could, with like him getting back in, making him the character back in, with him like having to do it in a certain way.
They could have ended this 2 episodes ago if they let Bisky just win it for him, I'm sure. Right.
And that is a character trait we continue to see moving forward. And there's real consequences to that. So
I'm sure it will be like that. This is what I never liked about Goku, right? And I understand Goku is not meant to be a heroic, aspirational character.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, in the early dubs, when the dubs had different dialogue, he was like trying to be Superman. And then they dubbed it more accurately, then he's a piece of shit. But yeah, like I don't like stupidity. I don't like that when you're doing life or death stuff and you let your what's that fucking line from Pulp Fiction? That's pride fucking with you. Don't let pride fuck with you. Just take the win. To
be fair, he's like 12, so
I know. All the worse yet, But they win. And it turns out then, we got our plot exposition. Razor's a murderer just like the rest of them. Mm-hmm. Although reformed to a degree, because he met Ging. And then Ging's like, I'm going to make me my video game that's not actually a video game. But let's not go too in depth of it, because it falls apart if we talk about it too much. And I need you to be one of the bosses, because my kid's coming here.
Yeah, I honestly find that hard to believe, because Ging doesn't really give a shit about Gon. So
turns out if he built this whole culture and island around it, I think he wants to meet his kid more than he's letting on. So I would love it, the 10-year later storyline, where he comes back and he talks to Razor. It's like, hey, did you ever meet my kid? It's like, oh yeah, I killed him. And like, what? What? You killed him? Like, yeah, you told me to fuck him up. So I did. And it's like, no, shit. Like, no.
The funny thing is they don't say it, but they show you. Like, Razor is also from Meteor City, because you can see all the trash piles.
Oh, I didn't even put that together. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can basically you guess, or you make an educated guess. He's also from
Okay,
Meteor City.
that makes more sense. Okay. Yeah. So more characters that matter are coming from Meteor City. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's kind of like, yeah. Your dad liked hiring murderers, so he's still not a great guy, I guess he gave me a second chance, if you will, but he killed that other guy, so he's still a murderer. He's not redeemed.
He's not really reformed, but I guess they're all stuck there, so be it.
So they do that. They resolve the quest of the lady's telling her emotional arc, and everyone's getting all misty-eyed. And then Kill's like, you remember this is just a quest? This is not a real human being telling this sad story, right? You guys remember this, right? And then they do it, and they get their MacGuffin card.
Yep, they get a card. They make a copy of it, I believe.
They copy it twice.
And then come up with a whole plan to basically stall Genthru, I believe.
Yeah, so they do that. Hisoka exits, and this is where they finally realize he's been lying the whole time. Because he talks about a mechanic, a card he couldn't know. Right? Because he's been saying, I barely even know this card shit. I'm just here for the Phantom Troop.
Right.
And then he's like, yeah, whatever. I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys get the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Or whatever the fuck he says. And he's like, wait a second. We have never mentioned that card, ever. So how does he know about it? And it's like, oh, he turns out he's been playing for years. And he knows every card in the, he's a super stand for this shit. He knows what's up. So they figure he's lying.
Exactly.
We just lost you for 1 second here. Oh, in a minute, we just got you. So there we go. We're good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then basically, the reason why Hisoka leaves is that, Spinks, I believe, says oh, I found the Nen Exorcist. So this was all a diversion for Hisoka, basically.
Yeah.
And so he exits.
And they want the Nen Exorcist to cure Crollo simply so on Hisoka's end, so he can get the rematch against Crollo.
Exactly.
So it's not that deep, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Genthru comes in. They start doing a scene from 24, just threatening each other over the phone, basically, right?
Yeah, Gon's screaming at him to fight him.
Yeah, and actually, it's where they mentioned the selfish thing. It's okay, you would fight him, and they're Genthru's even stronger than Razor. He would just kill you. Bye, done. Mm-hmm. And then what? Then what? Right?
Right.
So they're doing there with Ra's al Ghul, and okay, we're gonna split up. We have one of the copies. Apparently, to complete the set, you do need the true version of the card. So we got one of the copies, and we're gonna delay him for 3 weeks because you guys are physically jacked up. You need to heal, and you need to come up with a plan to beat Genthru. So we'll delay as long as we can while you heal and plan, and then that's effectively the end of this volleyball mini arc.
Yeah,
dodgeball. I'm sorry. And then now Genthru is set up. I'm assuming I don't know. I'm assuming Genthru is the end of Greed Island. because they have all the cards.
Yeah, they're setting him up as the main villain of this arc.
Because between both of them, they have all the cards. So like winner takes all, right? So
yep, they do. So actually, we're almost at the end of the Greed Island arc actually. So
there you go.
We'll figure out who's gonna win the game essentially in these next few episodes, and then that'll be it.
All right, well then, yeah. So then next time on Gon With The Wind, I actually don't know the episode. So I don't know how many more episodes Greed Island is, but we may conclude Greed Island, and then I know after that is the Chimera Ants. Which I had no frame of reference what the fuck that is. Like, I'm thinking actual ants. Like, which probably is not very correct.
Kind of, I would say. That's kind of correct. I mean, they're called ants for a reason.
Oh, okay, right. So, do the ants go marching one by one? Hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one. Hurrah.
Well, it's actually I would say it's probably the darkest arc so far in the series. So it's
I know this is
not
where
really a fun time.
Not Cell comes from.
Yes, he is in this arc, along with some of the like the cat girl and
is this where Neko arc is from?
Yes, I mean you haven't seen her so far yet.
No, I haven't, but I'm looking forward to getting more death threats over that.
Yeah, calling her Nekarok. Yeah. But yeah, so she's a very important character actually to the plot as well. So
okay. So then we got more heavy hitters to come.
Yes, we still have more heavy hitters. Plenty to go. Actually.
Genthru is not ineffective as a villain, but I was already more invested in Razor than Genthru as a guy.
Yeah. And like, so I think earlier I might have said like, oh, I don't even know why they put Genthru in the game. Like, he is a main villain of this arc, like more so than Razor in terms of hierarchy. But in terms of like being a character, he's much less interesting, especially when compared to the spiders. Like, just
I want to see more of the spiders do their thing. Like, honestly, like Genthru, if they off him in like the next 5 minutes of the next episode, and it's like the spiders, I'm down for that. Like, I'm much more interested I'm much more invested in the Phantom Troop at this point.
Yeah, exactly. So, I just don't think he's like nearly as interesting of a character. He's much flatter and one note, which, whatever. It's how they decide to write him. So,
all that and more the next time on Gon With The Wind. We'll be back 6 to 10 days from now. In the meantime, I got a lot of 2x scale guides I got to grind on, and then after that, maybe I'll actually get to play the game.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
That's always the fight with a new fighting game is like, I'll have 100 hours in the game, and maybe after 100 hours, I'll finally get to play. But we'll get there when we get there. But
that's what happens. Yeah.
Until next time on Gon With The Wind, this is myself, the Rooflemonger, and
Babe Ruthless.
And until next time, well, fuck, I'm watching this. Until next time, we'll say that. I don't know. We'll get to you when we gets to you. How about that, right?
We always do these episodes super late. So
it is midnight our time right now. So I'm losing my mental faculties here. So God bless every single one of you. Take your vitamins, say your prayers. We'll catch you next time. See ya.